Alright, just getting set up and going live in just a second, with me anyways. Okay, I can hear me, so let me turn that down. Got my monitoring PC so I can hear myself. And which view do I want to start with? Let's start here. My lighting's a little hot. Let me see if I can adjust this down a hair. There we go. And I'm going to crank the desktop audio way, way down, which doesn't do it on my end. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a dry throat. Been working in the garage all day. Alright, how's that sounding? I need to see how I'm sounding, if it sounds good or not. I think it sounds good, maybe a little low. You guys will have to tell me on that one. Okay, sounds good, alright. I'm going to leave the desktop audio down in the background, because why not? Because I'll probably wind up getting quiet here and there. Anyways, I don't like the way this view's set up right now. Let me change that. There we go. I'm going to rearrange this a little because I changed my view today and I didn't come through and change up my scenes and everything else when I did that, so I'm a little off. And I want to do that right there, I guess. No, yeah, close enough. Yeah, I changed up my view in the aquarium today. Let me see. Probably have to fiddle with this one. There we go. So I had the camera aiming that way the last week while I've been doing everything. Now I flipped it the other way. On the inside, that's my GoPro right here. The camera's in the tank right there. Tracking camera is down right here, which I think's right out of view. But yeah, this view is all messy too. Let me switch these around super quick. Just do them real fast and not worry about alignment too much. There we go. So the close-up view that you're seeing is right here, and I'm aimed this way in the aquarium also. So I'll be able to switch a couple of views around, and I'll probably have to tinker with them from the way I've been doing everything. But the point of today's chat, excuse me, dry throat's bugging me today. Point of this stream is I'm a month in, as of today. So I figured, why not come in and switch things up, explain what I'm going to be doing with the channel, changing things up. You know, I got a really good deal, so I'm streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time for Streamlabs Prime. I got that for $75 for the year. Figure, screw it. Let's do that. I'm not hitting affiliate anytime soon, so I want to get my live streams out there. Anything I can do to push things along, because it was kind of annoying having to switch between Streamlabs, OBS, and standard OBS Studio to go back and forth between Twitch and YouTube constantly. Felt like I was just limiting things, so when I got that deal, I think it was like 50 or 75 for the year, I said, screw it, let's do it. You know, otherwise it's $20 a month, and I didn't want to do that. I'm already paying for Slipstream, so I had background music for all my YouTube videos. So I wanted to do that. But yeah, so this aquarium I've had up and running since June. Yes, June of 2021. I've had shrimp since April. Before that, you know, I'm only, you know, barely a year into all this now. And it's grown exponentially. It all started with the turtle a few years ago as he outgrew the aquarium. I didn't want to just get rid of it. I grew up with aquariums and wanted to get back into it because I hadn't had an aquarium in like 20 years. And I always have, which was really strange, you know. So I got back into it. Hopefully the desktop audio is not too loud. It looks like it's louder than me. Tweak those just a hair. So yeah, I was just broadcasting one cam full stream. Decided that was a little boring even with the music, so started adding a camera inside the tank and doing other things which nobody's doing, and that's what I really really wanted to do, was do something people aren't doing, things I'm not seeing out there. Okay, barely hear the desktop audio. Let me bring it up just a hair then. But yeah, I wanted to do things that nobody was doing. I'm not seeing anybody stream or do a whole lot of video from inside the aquariums. I thought this would be really good. And that's what brought me into this. My wife's always been saying, stream what you're doing, show your things off, keep going, you're doing all this stuff. And I'm going to retroactively go back through some of my projects on this, in this channel, that have nothing to do with shrimp. I am also going to start doing my own gaming. I'm going to start with Dark Forces. Ooh, Sandy, what's up? Thank you for lurking, Sandy. But yeah, I'm going to start doing my own, a lot of very different things with this. So I am going to continue to do my daily streaming, hoping that it picks up. I mean, this is perfect for aquarium shops to be playing on their TVs if they're not displaying whatever's going on there. Perfect for doctor's office, dentist's office. You got the chill island music in the background. It's just entertaining. It's relaxing. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't picked up a few more viewers than it has. Sorry, my phone's just going nuts. I reset my phone yesterday, so I got to go back through and turn off a ton of alerts and everything, and it's acting like I'm new to everything even though I'm not. Yeah, it was just pissing me off. So yeah, I went through and did all of that. But yeah, for the last, well, since like Christmas, I mean, this has been like 3 months in the making of me doing all this stuff, trying to figure out how I'm going to do all of this and get it done. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey, because what really started all of it, like I was saying, was, I got back into aquariums, wanted to do this, and found the shrimp and absolutely love them. They're just absolutely entertaining as hell. I love fish, don't get me wrong. I've got tons of fish, but it's just something new and really different, and I'm enjoying the crap out of it. And it seems to be a big thing right now too, and there's tons of food on the market, and there's no information on these, and that's why I'm like, okay, what's this? What's it going to do? How's it going to react? And I've been growing my aquariums out and more and more and more, to the point to where I've got 8 right now, if you count the Koopa aquarium also, then 7 are for shrimp, and fish. But all the various foods, all the different brands, all the different things you can do, I'm going to cover it all. Natural foods, foraged foods, bought foods. I've barely gotten through half of what I have, and I still need to finish up my YouTube videos on all that and the shootouts, and those are something I'm expecting to do really well long term, because there's no information on this stuff out there. You see people talk about their favorites, what's available, but you don't see how it really performs, other than, oh, look at this, very expensive Repashy gel food, and Aquarium Co-op doing that, and other, Aquatic Arts and other shrimp breeders, keepers, and sellers. And I've been doing this for fun, and there's just a gap in knowledge and information out there, and I'm trying to fill that void. Again, that's where I came up with the name for my channel, Poser Shrimp Aquarist. Ooh, my lights are all flickering. Oh, it's the one above me. Let me adjust that a hair. These LEDs are strange. They get finicky. So, it's going to be a little bright. Let me see if I can adjust that down without it flickering. There we go. Hopefully this looks alright. It's a little bright, but whatever. But yeah, I'm just trying to fill a void that's always bothered me. I just don't see a lot of this information out there, and it's kind of maddening. Like, yeah, there's so many options for everything, and I want to do a couple new aquarium builds, which, yeah, last thing I need some more fucking aquariums, but I want to do a ground up on the simple way, easy, maintainable way to do everything, and have that, see how it turns out. And, you know, it's going to be interesting. I wish I had done it, but I wasn't ready at the time when I set up the 75 here. And that all went nuts because it all started with Koopa. He outgrew his 10 gallon that we had him in. Then I started breeding guppies for him in the 10 so we could feed Koopa the guppies. And then I wound up getting a ton of aquariums for free, which I've utilized all of them. All but one, actually. One I'm keeping for an emergency med tank, you know, backup tank if something happens. Say I get a leak or somebody needs to be quarantined, or like last time I did it, I had to do a full breakdown on Koopa's aquarium, just full refill. And, you know, I went through and did that. And yeah, it's been interesting to keep it growing. So I went from, you know, putting Koopa in a 20 from the 10, breeding guppies in the 10. Then I got the free aquariums and Koopa went to a 35. That was my first free aquarium. Then Koopa went from the 20 to the 35. And then the next upgrade, I got a bunch of tanks for free. And then he went to the 55. I got rid of the 35 because it was just an awkward size. But I was able to alter the stand I built for the 35 and get Koopa on that. So that was really cool. And then I put his original 10 below him where I'm breeding guppies, but I'm going to nix that tank. I'm done breeding guppies. He's not chomping on them. They're actually breeding in the aquarium with him now. So he's just at that age where turtles eventually go, you know, nearly vegetarian. And so, yeah, it's time to nix that tank for Koopa. Don't need it. And so I'm just going to turn it into storage, build a new door for the front of that, and yeah, I can keep all his spare filter pads and tubes and hoses and everything else that I need for maintenance down there along with his food. Oop, hitting the mic again. So that's another project I'll be doing, so I might film that. I don't know. That one, not very terribly exciting, but the reason I've got all these curtains up, let me show it from the different view. So yeah, you can see me sitting here at my desk. I've got my aquarium here, and I've got my wood tools on the other side of that, welder and stuff. But I've curtained off the garage. Let me see. If I move this one back a little, you can see I've got a curtain behind everything. This is so I can film during the day. Let me pull that back so you can see me here. I had to cordon everything off because I've got too much stuff in the garage right now, which I'm trying to get taken care of so I can actually film my projects out here and do things. But this curtain went up because I was getting too much glare off of the aquarium just from daylight. I couldn't film during the day, so I had to put up the curtains to block that so I could film during the day and have the garage open. It's either I couldn't get in and out without casting a glare and reflecting everything off. Like some of my early videos on YouTube, you can see just full on glare when I have the lights on. You can see everything behind me, and that really bothered me. And so over time I took care of it. I've just had too much going on. Christmas, holidays, my Prius getting frickin' wrecked, and yeah, it's been a journey. You know, work's been a nasty stress for me, and I'm dealing with all that stuff. And yeah, I'm way behind where I should be because I've been filming since August, September range, and I'm only up through like the beginning of October for my videos online. I haven't pushed any YouTube videos in a few weeks, like almost a month now. I need to get back into the swing of things, and this is all going to kind of push me in that direction. I think I'm going to start gaming just one day a week right now, and I'm going to start with Dark Forces, and I'm going to be doing everything right here how I'm doing it now. So plain background behind me. I don't want to show off my garage. It focuses on me when I'm doing this. And the camera behind me, it's on like a big boom mic tripod, so I can move that around whenever I need to. The camera here on the monitor, I've got these, let me switch that view so you can see it. I don't want to knock my camera over, which I probably will, but yeah, these are all on, there we go. I can swing these out, they're all on swing arms, so yeah, it shakes the camera and everything. But yeah, I can move everything around, do what I need to, and pull it back down to where I had it roughly. So I can swing it around. I can leave the webcam on it, swing it, and get the same shot that I've got from this camera right here. Hello. And do things. And that I've got a 10-foot USB extension, so I can move it all around the garage. If I go beyond 10 feet, I am going to need to get a powered line, is what I found out. So that'll be interesting. Sorry, I'm looking straight ahead, but I got that overview. Here we go. So anyways, let me show off what I've done. So when I first started streaming, I was doing this full screen, no logo, no counters, nothing. I was just blasting full screen aquarium view from inside. Then I've added my close-up cam just like 2 weeks ago. And then I started realizing, hey, I should be doing this, started messing with layouts. Then I came up with my fancy background, and I just did my logo this weekend. Yeah, this weekend. You know, and then I realized, hey, I should be able to switch views on the fly, so I started doing that. That's when I started coming up with the idea of doing a feeding chat, because what I wanted to really start doing is to add to the shrimp side of things is to basically do how-to videos. Like, okay, yeah, you're streaming, show me your setup, cool, but I'm going to actually walk through an entire process of it. So it's going to be a big overview of, you know, the whole process. I don't know how I'm going to jump around with that quite yet, and I've got to just fine-tune it a little. Because I don't have my editing software out here in the garage. I do that inside where it's nice and warm in the nights, because it is SoCal winter here, which means it gets into the 50s at night. And yeah. So like right now, t-shirt, it's beautiful out. Not a big deal. But yeah, some nights it's just cold, and I'm like, okay, my toes are cold, I'm going in. But yeah, I want to do all of that, and I'd like to be able to do it live on the fly, because I can switch all my views. I've got this view where you're seeing me, the long view, which you've already seen. I can do it larger so you see more of what I'm doing with still monitoring my aquariums, which it looks like I need to resize all of this. That's fine. For when I start doing my games, I'm going to do the same thing, still showing off my aquariums, keep me in view. And if I need to show off my stats, which and other things that I'm working on, I can do this view also. Or if my game's not working, showing full screen, boom, just another quick thing. If I want to sit here and just do chat with you guys, I can do it like this. You can still see those in the background, see a little bit more of the background here. Then I had one, same thing, but smaller, so you could see each cam better. I don't know. Those two, I really don't know how I want to do that yet. They're just one I'm tinkering with still. But yeah, so I'll be going through all of this. But yeah, while I'm here, no, let's not do that yet. I'll go back to this one for now. But yeah, yeah, I just want to go through the entire process, like how to, which may or may not be entertaining. Just maybe somebody will like it. It's something different to try and draw people to the channel to watch things, tell other people about it. Anything I can do to draw in some viewers. I'm not planning on this making a shit ton of money or anything. I'd like it to cover my hobby costs. That's all I'm aiming for. If it can take the food costs off the table, dope. And that's what I want. The gaming side of it, that's for me, because I need to do something different. And I can't constantly build stuff. It's, yeah, I got to do something different. So that'll just be for fun too. The how-tos, whenever I get to them, next project, whatever, I'll film them and do them. It's going to be a very, very odd channel. So hopefully people like it. Hopefully people show up for it. But it's not taking too much effort for me to do this. So But yeah, let me switch this view. So actually, let me do, which view did I have it? Was it this one? Yeah, here we go. Let's go with this view for a minute. It just really chops the camera view. See, can I alter this a little? Nope. Don't do that. Let me just go back to how I did that. I'll leave that for now. These views are too tight. You can see, oh, yeah, it goes to where my face is right now. So yeah, I'm chopping the cam pretty bad. We'll deal with that later. Again, I'm still in flux on all of this stuff. But so yeah, what I have to do is I'm gonna have to pull my mic as close to me when I'm doing this, and I won't be able to wear my headset, which is fine because I'm just hearing background music and I don't need it. I'm not playing a game or anything right now. So when I'm doing my how-to vids, I'm gonna have it less on me, more out to the garage, and I'll be over here doing my thing. I've got my GoPro with my Rode Go wireless on here, and I usually have it about here-ish, and I'm filming, and I pulled all my cables out of the way so I don't trip on anything right now, because I'm dual focused, and I'll film, shoot my videos here. I'm wearing my Rode Go wireless while I'm doing it, and I shoot my videos. I get in front. I don't get in front of the camera. I don't. Again, you can see the curtains. Well, not really, I guess. The curtain, I'm touching it. So from here to here, I don't have much room. I'm looking at like 4 feet. Because right here, I've got a surprise for another stream I'll talk about. Again, some of the fun stuff I'm going to do in these videos. Sorry, I'm trying to look to see where I am. Let me tilt this so I can see where I am, which is why I put these on the swing arms. So yeah, I'll shoot my videos from here. Down here I've got 210s that I built like 2 months ago, and I'm neglecting them on purpose because I'm going to shoot some videos of how to clean up a neglected tank. So, you know, they're getting overgrown. Oops, that was open. Those are trash now. I don't want those contaminated. Again, I do a lot of projects out here, so if I drop something on the ground, it's done. It could pick up metal shavings, it could pick up sawdust, old plant debris, everything. So I've got these barbecue skewers, you know, just bamboo skewers. Show you how to clean up algae, hair algae, and everything else with that. That's one common way to clean it up. One that I've seen in pictures but not done in practice are bath gloves. Yes, women's bath gloves. You know, scrub yourself down glove in the shower. This is really good for cleaning aquarium glass, cleaning algae off the plants and things like that. So these are two that I plan on doing for my YouTube and live stream, everything. So I've got that. I've got a ton of new foods. Oop, move the towel. You got it. All right, so towel's out of the way. And while I'm filming my videos, I have a little stool out here that I sit here and I'll do everything with. Just so I could sit there and look at the camera. But originally the stool was because I was filming just with the GoPro. I wound up getting the media mod so I could tie it in. I've got a TV up here and I've got a long HDMI cable. Excess of my tracking I keep knocking over all the time. Because I only needed a little 4-foot section for the camera slide here, which, let me move that around while I'm doing it. So here we go. Give you a different view from the inside now. But I would plug this in so I could monitor what I was doing to see how it looked when I was doing it. And I wound up not using this as much. It, again, more lighting in the garage, more reflection. Was good for setup, but not for what I thought it would be. But now that I've got the backdrop behind me, and this is just all on, you know, flexible curtain track, shower tracking, you know, hospital bed tracking type things. So I can just slide this all the way out of my way. Same with the stuff up here. Here it's just mounted, dropped from the ceiling, couple 2x4s with 2x4 bracing because it's, I don't know, about 16, 17 feet long. And this beam goes from here to my racking on the other side of the garage, and that is 15 and a half feet long. So I had to kind of reinforce it. I just did it quick to the wall, so if I need to drop it out of the way entirely, I can. It's all This is just muslin background. It's doubled up. It's cheap shit. It was like $11 per 9x6 panel. I forget the sizing on the panel, but it's, I mean, even doubled up, it's see-through. It's horrible, but it does the job. These are blackout curtains, you know, like bedroom blackout curtains. So on the other side, it's white, which I don't like. I'd rather have it be black on both sides, but they were 4x7 and they were $11, and I needed to get 5 to go across with room for wind blow and other things. I'm going to pick up some magnets, sew them in here so it buttons up a little better. I got to figure that part out. Luckily, it's not breezy now. It was earlier. I was getting worried, so I've got some cheap clamps all over the place if I needed to clamp things down. But luckily, I didn't need to do that. So, but yeah, down there you can see I've got the two 10s. My big 75. In the house, I've got two 20 talls. Sorry, let me look at the camera. Two 20 talls, double, so over under. And that's got my orange and yellow shrimp colonies, and I've had nothing but problems with that. That's separate for a YouTube video, though. And then I have a 20-gallon lawn next to my desk where when I work from home, it's right there, so I had something peaceful to stare at because of all the shit I'm going through work and everything else. And this has helped a lot with that, but the last... It's been bad since... Been super shitty at work since October, but it really came to a head in December and then ramped up in February, and since February it's been bad. But I don't want to talk about that shit right now. Nobody cares about that. Work sucks. Everybody's work sucks. So let me switch it back to this view so you can see that instead of me. And yes, I am fat right now. COVID. I went from running around the building at work all day doing 15,000 steps a day to all of a sudden being pretty sedentary and not moving around, and it sucks. So yeah, everybody struggled with that, not getting out and blah blah blah. So I've got weight to lose, I know it, and ignore that for now. But I covered this in my mod stream if you didn't see it, but I've got Jesus hair going because yeah, I haven't had a haircut since... Ooh, that is pretty long. I've never seen it from the back. I haven't had a haircut since my birthday 2020, roughly. Nobody remembers when they got a haircut. Like, can't pick the day. It was sometime around my birthday, week before or after 2020, so end of February. And yeah, that was my last haircut. Then St. Patrick's Day, we all got sent home. I got some pictures of how it was before then. I've always had short crew cut type haircut, and how much more gray it's gotten since then. Fuck, this stress has been done a number on me. So yeah, I'll dig those up and show those off sometime, and some of the other aquarium builds. I just gotta plan that a little better. Let me sit back down, jump in. Am I done talking about this stuff? Huh. Yeah, I think I'm done talking about this for now. So yeah, and then Koopa's tank right inside the doorway where Koopa lives, with the 10 under it, which is going to go away. The 10 I'm going to keep as a hospital tank. So anyways, back to all of this, the woodworking tools over there. I'm trying to get the garage cleaned up so I don't have to feel embarrassed about all the crap in here, and I can show off and do my other projects. There's a bunch of other live streaming stuff that's going to come up that'll be cool for that. Sorry, I'm just looking to make sure I'm looking fine right here. But yeah, I want to show off some of the stuff I have in the garage, show off the tools, build the tanks, do this stuff. But I got to get stuff out of the garage. We're out of space. We've got too much stuff. So the only way I can figure around that is I've got to get a shed, a bigger shed. So I'm going to pick up a shed so I can build a rack in the shed out there, get the bikes out of the garage, put them in there, and move some of the stuff out there. I don't want to say what the stuff is. Just get things out of the way and secure and free up some space. And then I've got to figure out, I keep trying to think if I want to move my Coke machine over there so I keep bumping that, so I can show that off, because that thing's dope as shit. So I've talked about that in my YouTube videos, and I don't expect you to go there, so let me just tell you about that. This Coke machine I got from my buddy's dad. He just recently moved from here to Arizona, and he's had this Coke machine as long as I've known him. It's an old, I want to say early 80s Coke machine. I'm trying to remember. I did look up the date on it. I've got all the information somewhere on it. But yeah, I've got this old 80s Coke machine. He had that in his garage with the pool table and snacks and everything, and always wanted us to come over, shoot pool, hang out, drink sodas, have snacks, whatever, because we were all kind of troublemakers, and that kept us out of trouble. If he knew we were there and he knew we had a spot to go hang out and relax, it kept us out of trouble. And so, yeah, I mean, he'd get beers, whatever, even though we weren't 21, he's like, if they do it here, they're not doing it somewhere else. And it was great mentality. So we hung out there quite a bit. I mean, we'd all rotate between everybody's houses and actually get out and go do a shit ton of stuff, but he was very facilitating on all of that stuff. All of our parents were pretty cool about it. They're like, okay, we know you're going to drink at some point. Don't drive. Call us. No questions asked. And we used it a few times, and yeah, they stuck to their word. So that was decent, I guess. But yeah, they kept us out of a lot of trouble that we could have gotten into. And we did some stupid shit. That's another story for another time. But anyway, so I want to show the Coke machine off. I don't have it running because it's loud and I have to turn it off whenever I'm filming. I've screwed up during other filmings of my YouTube stuff, and you hear it just rumbling in the background. And it's a fucking power hog. It is a power hog. So, while I want to show it off, I can't. So, I might leave it where it's at and just turn it on for special occasions, like when people come over, get it kicked on a few hours early, because it gets cold fast. It's got a 10 amp compressor on it. It kicks ass, and it'll hold things cold for like 2 days. It's well sealed. It does its job extremely well, and it's indoor outdoor rated. I've thought about putting it somewhere. It's just gonna get sun bleached and fucked up, even though it's outdoor rated. But it chews up so much space. So I'm stuck if I want to move that over there when I make the space, or leave it where it is and just keep it hidden. I think I'm going to keep it hidden, and my wood tools I'll move over across when I get stuff out to the shed. And if I do that, then trip on the stool. Then I'll have this space free, and I'm thinking about doing 2 to 4 more aquariums here. So I'm thinking of doing 2 more 20 talls. Ooh, will I have enough room if I go tall? I have to keep it compressed because it's going to come up to here. No, I'll just move the light switch. I can get around that. I can move that shit. But, or maybe I'll just do 2 aquariums out here and not do 4. Because I could do 2 20 talls. Yeah, the switch will be in the way for that too. If I do it narrow way and get a longer shot, then I don't have to move the camera around as much. I can just boop, boop, straight in shot and do that. So I don't know. I'm thinking about a few different things. Thinking maybe I should be getting aquariums out of the house, because the ones I want to film in there, I can't, because, stuff's going on in the house. So that's creating another problem for me, and I've got to figure that out. So yeah, I've got a few different things I need to figure out and figure out how I'm going to pull that off and everything else. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But alright, so that's where I'm at with the shrimp world. Like I said, I'm going to start gaming at least 1 day a week, maybe 2. I just need to pick days. We're talking about changing up scheduling and stuff. So I just got to figure that out. And yeah, I updated crappily on... Ooh, actually, let me switch to my full screen mode, and I can probably just show you. Yeah, here we go. So, crappily, I went through and did it. Hopefully it doesn't start trying to play. Let me make sure it's muted. Good, it's muted, so I don't have to hear myself. I just did a quick games one. I did a placeholder. So, yeah, I've gone through, and I want to start with Star Wars Dark Forces, old school 95 Duke Nukem Star Wars clone. And then there's Dark Forces 2 that came out a few years later, Dark Forces 2 expansion pack, Mysteries of the Sith, Jedi Knight 2 Outcast that came out a few years after that, Jedi Academy. And then I was thinking about getting into the Knights of the Old Republic on those ones. I haven't touched those since they came out, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm not just going to be playing Star Wars games. What I really, really wanted to play was... let me just open up my GOG. If it does it for me, I don't know where it's going to pop open. Oh, you know, I haven't signed... No, I didn't change... I changed my phone, not my computer. Actually, I had to change my computer in a panic last weekend. If I just go to GOG, here you go. Here's the ones I picked up on GOG a week ago for like 50, 75 bucks, whatever I paid. I want to go through the Legacy of Kain games, the Soul Reaver series. Oh, I fucking love it. But Soul Reaver 1 isn't available yet. They were switching it from Steam to GOG for whatever reason, created some drama a few months back. But when I was going through and buying that, I'm like, okay, well, let me get the other ones for now. I got Dark Forces, Star Wars games. I saw Grim Fandango, which I started to play way back in the day. Full throttle, same thing. I'm like, okay, I want to finish these. Day of the Tentacle, I tinkered with here and there. Firewatch, I've been hearing great things about. So I picked them up. I'm like, okay, fuck this, let's do it. And then I wound up tying in all my Xbox stuff, which has got a million different things in here. So I can always pull my Xbox out here, do that. I set up a Steam account, which doesn't have anything because I haven't done Steam. So, but I've got everything set up, and I need to go through, create the other accounts for all the other services and get everything tied into a central location. But yeah, so you can see I've played a lot of weird stuff throughout my time. Actually, I haven't played Destiny at all. That must be my kids using my account on things. But yeah, I've played a lot of different things. Man, this doesn't even show everything. But yeah, so I've been a gamer for a long time. Long time. I go through bursts of playing and not playing, and honestly, outside of Halo, I haven't played much Xbox for... Outside of Halo, I really haven't touched the Xbox much. I picked... Man, I still am super into Halo. Love Halo. Love the whole series. But yeah, I think Halo 4, I finished that. I kind of stopped playing it during Halo 5. I don't think I finished Halo 5, and I had to finish that before Infinite came out. Got back into Infinite. Was playing for a little minute there. But yeah, just life, work, everything gets in the way, and kind of stopped gaming for a while. And I want to get back into it, and you know, Cylon's been having a blast doing all this stuff, so it's time for me to do something, make some changes, and I'm shaking everything up in life right now, so yeah, it'll be interesting. So like I said, 1-2 days a week doing that, get back into my routine, because I've fallen out of my routine with all my videos, editing, everything else. Just I need to get a good solid routine of things down again. Cut hobbies, alter things. Yeah, especially with gas prices right now. Oh. But yeah, so I got a lot of different things to do. So anyways, one of the other things I said I was going to do is, so yeah, I added the games here. I'm going to clean it up, make it nicer. I got all of my about me and other info. And look, you can get infinite view. Woo! So yeah, there's that. What I wanted to do was this. Let's go to the creator dashboard and take a look at my stats and whatnot. So I don't understand how it works. Oh, I need to update my schedule for everything I'm doing. Start picking days and times and everything. Stream manager? I didn't know I could do that. Cool. Let's get into the insights. Channel analytics. So I don't know why it shows the 12th as my start date. I mean, my first stream was, the 13th. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I fired it up for a test run, and I went live that Monday. And my viewership's been pretty low other than my first stream. And my first 2 weeks of streams, I didn't upload any of those to YouTube. Just different things happen, and I didn't do that. So since then, but you can see I started going every day minus weekends once I got my Streamlabs Prime. I could not think of the Streamlabs one. But yeah, then I started going every day with it, minus weekends, of course, which I'm doing today because, it's my 1 month StreamAversary. So I'm like, okay. But you can see I'm low viewers, low followers, which is totally expected. Massive stream time. I've got a decent amount of viewers, just nobody's sticking around. Decent chattering, which my live stream for my shrimp, I know is slow. It's something peaceful. I want people to find it. It's not hurting me doing anything with it to just let it run all day. And people find it cool. They're going to come and go. I totally get it. I probably shouldn't be doing gaming on the same channel because it's going to be a nightmare to do all of this stuff. So 25 unique days in the last 30. Okay, I got another little stupid achievement thing. Average stream duration. Oh no, that was the last stream duration. Viewers, chatter, blah, blah, blah. You can see where I pick up time through everything. Yeah, I started like 1-ish today. And it got busier towards the tail end. More people chatting at the same time. 34 out of 50 followers. Video analytics, where they're coming from. You can see some pretty cool things. So if you don't stream, this might be entertaining to you. You get various achievements. It tells you how you have to do for path to affiliate. And this is going to be my nightmare. Because I stream so much, getting the average viewers up is going to be a fucking chore. And then you get lots of little achievements along the way that you can go through and pick through. Where did I find the other ones? So yeah, I think it was under community followers list. You could see who's following my stuff and everything there. So that's cool. And yeah, it's interesting. So there's that, and let's see. Let me make sure I got YouTube muted. Mute site. Close that. And why? Man, I have not used YouTube on this in a while because I hate this bright ass white view. I don't remember where to change it to dark mode. Ah, here we go. Dark theme. There we go. That's much better on the eyes. So same thing with YouTube. I can go in, go to my channel. I have to bounce around a little bit to get to it. Not history. Where did I go to see that? I don't remember. I don't look at these stats that often, so I always forget where I'm supposed to go. YouTube Studio? Yes, Studio. So analytics. You see, I started pretty strong. I was getting, and it's waffled all over the place during different videos. And you can see days I go live, days I've uploaded. I haven't uploaded since I had stuff scheduled through the 11th. So nope, that was my streaming stuff. Let's stream. I haven't uploaded anything. There we go. The last upload I did was February 22nd. That's been a minute. And that was when I finished my Shrimp King 5-in-1 sample packs. But you can see I've got 1.3k views. I'm pulling decent views. decent watch time, and you know, I've got 41 subscribers on YouTube. I'm getting there, doing well, and I'm actually happy with that. Wish my views would pop up a little more, but I'm not complaining. So this one, what was this one? That's when I started my 5-in-1 showdown, and then that last one here was the tail end of that. And yeah, so, and you can see the, you know, how many live streams, uploads, everything you got, what's done best. You know, wow, one of my live streams actually is beating out all my other videos. But I've gone through and I'm showing off different videos where I'm comparing out foods. I'm doing, like, this one here is an overhead unboxing video, and then the feeding videos, my intro video. Just, what's this one? Time-wise, that must be one of my streams. Where I'm comparing just Hikari shrimp food. When I was installing my glass tubes and the tank just went nuts. Everything just started tugboating everywhere. So, yeah, it's that, you know, and my Facebook stuff, I know I said I'm streaming to 3. I don't even look at that. I don't care. It's just, it's there. I'm really only focused on YouTube and Twitch. Don't like Facebook. Not a big fan of Instagram, but I'm going to keep trying to do that view. I got to name these views better so I can switch through them better. Here we go. But yeah, I need to... Tugboating is them just, like this dude, you can't see me pointing at it, where you just see him free swimming. That's tugboating. It's just stupid name for it. When you see him free swimming across the aquarium, but when I did that one, or I don't know how well that'll show. History, let's go right back to where I was. I don't know if it's going to take me to the same spot where I left off. Shrimp Frenzy. Yeah, just show me that video. There you go. I don't know how well... Oop, I gotta switch full screen mode. There we go. So, there you can see him just in a frenzy. Because I was installing these glass tubes when I was doing it. So I could get the food to drop down into the dishes, which you really can't see there in this view. But yeah, they just went ballistic in the tank when I put these glass tubes in. They were cleaned. I washed them before I put them in. I don't know what it was. When I introduce new things to the aquarium, or I go in and move things, they just go bonkers. And as crazy as this looks, after one of our earthquakes, and I wish I had stopped and filmed it. It was just a tiny little jolt. The tank, everything came off the ground, and everything was swimming everywhere for like a minute. I couldn't have reacted fast enough. But oh, it was incredible. So like, picture this, but like 4 times as many swimming around. So my aquarium growth is bonkers. It doesn't even look like this anymore. You can see the rock wall's not as high. I've had to beef it up and beef it up and beef it up because all these little black specks, they kept pulling things off. And like here, yeah, so like in this video I'm swirling the ground because it'll settle them down. You just mix up the sand and it's like, ooh, new sand, and then they start attacking it and it churns up their waste and they eat their waste. So, but yeah, so just different things like that. And that video did pretty good and pulled, 60 views, up till now. So, and that's just my worst. Well, I won't say worst, but my top 10, that's my worst. It's pulled 60 views. So, but all right, let me get out of this mode. Not long. This view. There we go. Feeding chat. That's what it's called. So, yeah, that covers all my stats and everything else. I've been having fun with this, and it doesn't take much effort other than talking about it more instead of just getting it done. The editing, I shoot very linear. I'm not doing a lot of fancy editing, graphics, anything else. Keeping it really simple, and I'm going to do the same with this. This is why I like this format. I can just jump on, stream, do things finish and go about my day. I'm not terribly interrupting anything. And scheduling it doesn't seem all that difficult. There's no stress to it. I don't have camera jitters and nerves. I'm comfortable with all of this, other than being fat. I don't like where I'm personally at right now. So, whatever. That's just me, and I'm sure everybody feels the same way and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I can talk all day on all this crap. So, and I got a lot more stuff to show off and things I want to do, and I probably should just do different channels so I can succeed at one, but this is going to be shrimp first and everything else for fun. So, it'll be interesting. But yeah, so, and the future of the channel, tank builds, more maintenance, working on selling shrimp because I've got too many in there. I've really got to start selling shrimp. I've got to do something. For a while I was selling on OfferUp, and I'd sell the shrimp cheap. I'd undercut the shrimp, not shrimp stores, but I would undercut the aquarium shops, your local fish stores. I'd and do that, but man, I hate meeting people. I don't want them coming to my house. I need to find a way to like wholesale them to local fish stores. I don't want to ship. I've shipped to a couple people off Reddit that I'm like, hey, sorry all your shrimp died. Once you get your stuff set up, you pay shipping, I'll send them to you. And I've helped a couple people get their shrimp colonies going back again, and just like 3 people. One of them was actually a local dude. He lives across the boulevard from me. And so that was super cool. So we run into each other all over the place because we're basically neighbors. That was one guy. And another was from work. So, just took him to work and dropped him off. And here you go. Have a bunch of shrimp. Enjoy. Send me pictures of how your colony does. And then one off Reddit was a friend of my sister's, which was so weird because she just moved to Florida, like, I don't know, sometime during COVID. Like, I want to say it's been like a year, maybe 2 now. I don't know. But wound up knowing my sister when we started chatting about the shrimp thing, because she had a couple questions. She was having problems with hers. She had lost half her shrimp, and it was just the way she acclimated them and moved them over. I'm like, well, shit, let me send you a bunch. And she paid through work, I get a crazy discount overnight FedEx. I was able to overnight hers from, LA area to, where was it? She's just outside of Disney World in Florida. And it was like $12. So I sent her, like freaking 25 shrimp, and her colony's kicking ass, and she shows off pictures on Reddit once in a while. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I try to jump on Reddit and help people when I can. That's what I do. Try to offer input, advice, and what's worked for me, what hasn't, which is why I want to do these videos, because there's just gaps in information and knowledge and visibility on things, and I'm trying to fill that void. Is where all of this whole thing started. And yeah, I've done so many different things. Alright, well, fuck it. I'm going to spill the beans, but I'm not showing it off right now. So the reason the garage is cut off like this, I have a pool table behind me. I'll talk about that longer with some pictures. And you really want to sit through a slideshow, but I'll make it quick. I got a pool table driving to work. I zigzag through all the neighborhoods to get to work. It's a short drive. And I drove by one day and there was a pool table on the curb. A little easeway. Just sitting there, I'm like, oh, that would be fucking dope. I'm like, nope. I got too much other shit. I got nowhere to put it. It'll kill my garage. Went to work. Drove by it the next day. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, it's still there. I'm like, I'm not driving this way again. And I'm sitting there thinking about it. And then that Friday I drove by and it was still there. I'm like, motherfuck. I'm like, all right, if it's still there after work, like I'll call my buddy, we'll go fucking pick it up. I did it with the Prius. My Prius is a I do everything with my Prius, even though I've got my Suburban. But yeah, so I got my little Harbor Freight folding trailer, pulled that out, hooked up to the Prius, called my buddy. He comes racing over. We go over there and pick it up, thinking the two of us can move a frickin', slate pool table. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking. We almost killed ourselves. We got it on there, but on the way back to home to drop it off and everything else, I'm like, there's no way we're going to do this. I'm like, called and got one more buddy over to help us get it in. Got it in the garage, and again, it was sitting in someone's backyard. It was pretty beat up, but it's an old coin-op valley pool table that you'd find in any frickin' backwater dive bar. Felt was gone, bumpers were all cracked and peeling, there was a crack in the slate, all the laminate wood was peeling up, was beat up, the feet were all rusty. I'm like, I can fucking build this shit. Like, I can turn this into something awesome. And so I did. Took me about a month. And that was learning a lot of the things. Like, first and foremost, I had to figure out the slate issue, learn how to deal with that. I didn't have to replace the slate, but I did have to learn about, pool bumpers, billiard bumpers, to redo that, check out my feather boards, fix those, worked on that, made sure all the hard parts were going to be doable. And then I started stripping off the old laminate, taking it down to wood, and doing things the way I wanted. And it turned out so fucking awesome. But the problem is I can't play pool from like November until usually end of January. Christmas gets in the way. And so in the garage, we've got so much stuff out here. The loft above me in the garage, because, the roof peaks up, there's a loft. And I can get to it on the other side of the pool table, go up, and that's where we keep all the holiday crap. One side's strictly Christmas. We go big for Christmas. The other side is Easter and Halloween. And Easter's like 2 bins. The rest of it's Halloween. We go pretty big for Halloween, too. But when that stuff starts coming down for Christmas, we have to pack up stuff in the house, and it just winds up going on the pool table. And I've got it protected. There's boards down. It's got a nice heavy leather cover. It's not getting hurt at all. But yeah, so that gets in the way, and that's what I've got to finish cleaning up right now. Whenever I want to play during the year, it's kind of an ordeal. I got to wheel a bunch of stuff out of the way, get the bikes out of the way. Any projects I'm working on have to come out, and that's where the shed's coming in. I don't want to buy a shed. I don't want to have to deal with that, but I don't see any other way if I'm going to start doing all this other fun stuff and filming it. And like, if I had filmed the pool table restoration, yeah, that would have been a freaking really dope YouTube one. And that's where Cylon keeps bugging me, like, when was it? When did I get that? I want to say it was June. June-ish, we picked up a 17-foot hybrid travel trailer. And first thing I went through is fix odds and ends and do everything. So I started customizing storage, fixing little bits that needed to be fixed. Resealed the roof, made sure there were no leaks, everything was working good. Took it out on a trip, found a few more issues I need to deal with. Suspension things, there was a broken rod that holds up the Blackwater tank over the axle. I had to pick up a welder, learn to fix that, because it was going to cost me as much to get all the welding stuff and do it myself versus taking it somewhere. The cost was the same when I called around. And it was 2 quick little welds. I'm like, well, fuck this. I've always wanted to learn to weld, so I picked up a little welder and did it. yeah, resealed the roof, added solar, um, opened up some more storage from dead space. And so, yeah, I started doing that. And again, I don't know how the fuck I would have filmed half that stuff I was doing, but I just need a cameraman, is what it comes down to, I think. But yeah, scrubbed the roof down, resealed, went through, resealed everything, fixed a couple odds and ends, added cabinets. When I say added cabinets, cutting a hole out, making cabinet doors, so I could have a lot of cool space for things. Because it was just dead space, like one spot. I don't even know how to describe it. I'll have to show pictures at some point on that stuff. Just do like a walkthrough video or something. I don't know. But wound up putting in a cabinet that was, about 2 feet wide, about 1.5 feet tall. And all that goes in the cabinets, all the first aid supplies and stuff. Like, there was no first aid kit in there. And if it was in the kitchen stuff or up in the little pantry. And it was just making specified space. First aid, first and foremost, and everything. Every one of my vehicles has a good first aid kit. Ooh, hold on. I was just playing with my first aid kit not that long ago. So my Prius, it's in the shop. This is my, first aid kit out of my Prius. So I'm getting all that stuff set aside because I emptied the Prius thinking they were going to fucking total it. Because I'll have to show that video. I have dash cam footage on it. If you don't have a dash cam, get a fucking dash cam. Save my ass. Dumbass just wasn't paying attention, made a left into me and took out the side of my Prius. Yeah, and I thought they were going to total it, so I stripped everything I could fucking take out of my car, thinking they were going to total it because it was like $6,300 in damage on a freaking 10-year-old Prius. I got 150,000 miles on a 2010 Prius, and they're fucking fixing it because the car's worth like 14 grand right now. Just the way the fucking market's going. So anyways, these basic kits, just Johnson & Johnson kit, I add a shit ton to it. It's packed full. And that's just part of it. I keep other stuff in the car, extra bulbs. I grew up in the Scouts. I'm ready for anything. So, again, I do everything myself. I'm used to it, so every car's got a first aid kit. Trailer needed its own first aid kit, even though I have got one in the Suburban. Gotta have one in the trailer. But yeah, I'm looking at the top monitor sideways, and this one, let me straighten myself out. There we go, that's a little better. So, yeah. Cut out a cabinet, so I have my first aid kit, all the supplies there, meds, whatever the heck, bug spray, all that stuff. I've got my first aid. It's not just first aid, but trailer first aid. So patch kits, anything else I can, added tools to it, picked up. Under the seating, there's an outside access bin, but it goes under one of the seats that folds out flat for a bed. And there was just this huge gap, like a foot, where I could push it back another, 8 inches and make that storage bigger. And I did that, added a jack to it, a regular jack, because it didn't even have a jack. Even though I've got one in the Suburban, I put a 2-ton jack in there so I can lift the trailer up if I need to, change flat, whatever. I don't have to fuck with the bottle jack. It's just a little 2-ton jack. I've got blocks in there for anything else. So I pushed that back, and then under the fridge, over the wheel well, there was another spot where I pushed the back of the cabinet back more, opening it up so under the fridge we keep all that for all the pups' foods and supplies, and they've got their own dedicated little cabinet just for the pups. I can store their beds in there when we're not going anywhere, but yeah, we got all their bowls, food, everything. Yeah, pups have their own cabinet too. I was able to push that back and open that to special pup cabinet, first aid cabinet. The TV, which I'm never gonna fucking use in that. I don't know. I didn't even want to keep it in the trailer. It just didn't make sense to me. I don't get away with the TV, but whatever. I kept it in there. It was on this fold up over the fridge mount. I took that off, got a regular mount, mounted it to the wall so I can move it around if I need to, but it's mounted up over the window over the table and stays out of my way. Which freed up that space, which when we start going out more and once I get my generator for it, I want to get a portable ice maker, because when we go out for, a week at a time, or at least a long weekend, and I want to be able to make ice on the go. I'm tired of stopping to buy ice. It's usually inconvenient anywhere you need to go to get ice, for how we camp and where we do. I just want to refill the ice chest, even though I've got the fridge. But, you want to keep your lunch cold on the run, and it'll do a pound a minute on some of these like $80 countertop ice makers, and that's perfect. I can, in 30 minutes I can make enough ice to keep lunch cold on the go for the day. So yeah, I want to do that. And, I'm forward thinking on all that stuff. It's got a little radio, added phone chargers, battery pack chargers, whatever. Added the solar to it. I want to beef up the solar, probably add 2 more panels. I've only got 200 watts, and it's not keeping the battery charged as much as I'd like. I'd like to beef that up some. But, yeah, so might film that stuff, show that off, film some fun stuff when we're camping, and yeah, there's other stuff I can do and add to this channel, just like the videos I'm doing, the gaming, the projects, just goofing off in the garage when I got people over. Just fuck it, show whatever the hell's going on. Doesn't take any effort to just add to it, so trying to pick up things like that and see how it goes. But yep, that's the future of this channel, and this is the start of it. Oh, one of the other things I'm going to do more regularly is I want to start, like, one day a week when Cylon's streaming, I'm going to start doing like moderator duties. I did that Friday. Yeah, Friday was my first out of the way video. I'm going to do more stuff like that, like once a week. Just goof off with it and talk shit. Learn that we can both stream at the same time, no problem, because one time I didn't close my stream out after I raided to her, and it was still going. Even though I raided to her, my stream was still running. That's when I realized, oh, well, shit, we didn't have any problems, we can do it. So, yeah. So that's what gave me the idea. I'm like, well, if we can both do things at the same time, let's try it. So maybe I'll game stream when she's streaming. I don't want to kind of step on toes like that, but we'll figure it out, because we got to change schedules up and goof off and do things and see how it goes. I've still got more maintenance and other things I want to do out here, and I need to get back on schedule. I got a lot to do. That's where it starts to feel like I'm overloaded. I gotta make sure it stays fun and easy, not a problem. Oh, you want me to play a game with you, huh? You're not playing the games I'm playing. I already showed you that. You saw my games. Did I close GOG? No, I didn't. I left it open. There you go. That's my games. That's all I got so far. We could do the Xboxes. I'd have to move one out here. I need my own capture card if we do the Xboxes. So, you got your capture card. I want you to start doing your Nintendo streaming. Not just Nintendo, but you know what I mean. You can hook anything up to it at this point. You got the Nintendo, the N64. You know what we should get is, we'd have to go get one, because I think we got rid of it. I'll double check. I'll have to look through some of the old stuff here. But we had that So when Silent and I first met, dating and early in the relationship and everything else, we had a Sega Dreamcast. And that's what got us gaming together. And we had this game where friends would come over and we would play it for hours and hours and hours. It was a Disney racing game. I can't even remember what the hell it was called. That was so much fun. I'm trying to remember what it was like Disney World Racing. Not N64. Disney Racing. Sega Dream. Yeah, can't type. Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, if I can type. This keyboard's driving me nuts. I'm off center from everything right now. Disney's World Quest Magical Racing Tour. That's what it was. I wonder if we can find it on GOG or something. But yeah, that's the one that we had. Ooh, there's one in stock. Fucking $78. Jesus. So, yeah. So, on the Dreamcast, we used to play the shit out of this. It was so much fun. But, yeah, our friends would come over and we'd play forever. Oh, let me get off this infinity view. Go back to camera view. There we go. Nope, wrong view. Feeding chat. Hit the wrong one. I gotta change the names on this so it makes more sense to me. But yeah, we'd play the hell out of that. Yeah, 4-player and just everybody screaming. And we used to do... We'd have our friends come over and we would have a spaghetti western night on Wednesdays. We'd all take turns cooking dinner, watching westerns. We went through all of them. That was so much fun. Yeah, a lot of different things that we used to do. That'd be... Ooh, that's what we should do. Western Wednesdays. Nah, that won't work. We got too much streaming to do. Yeah, Brian broke Western night, I know. But, yeah, we used to do a lot of fun, goofy stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. I got too many ideas and not enough time is the problem. I think that's what's really maddening about all of it, but whatever. So yeah, I want to start doing more behind the scenes. I'm going to keep streaming. In-tank streaming, just let it run. Fuck it. I want to do behind the scenes videos of that, and I'm going to keep doing my YouTube videos there. I just need to get back on track. And then, yeah, do a behind the scenes how-to, start to finish, at least once. I don't know if I want to do that all the time, because that's a lot of pressure just to boom, boom, boom. Unless I get it into like a pattern where I can do it easier. Because if you haven't watched any of my new videos, yeah, it would be too complicated. I'm changing up how I'm doing that. Because, you know, I start, do some talking, feed. You know what? That's what I'm not doing. Let me switch views while I'm doing this. Duh. So, something I can do right now, I have to add extra lighting to the tank for it to be good for the cameras. I'm just going to do my Hikari wafers. I'm going to throw a shit ton in so you can watch them come down in that corner and start going chompers for it. I should have done this at the start of the stream. Because I'm going to mix up the food a little. Yeah, you should start seeing them come crawling out pretty fast for this stuff. throwing in a little bit of different foods to get them super busy on this side. We'll see how that goes. Do that because that'll make the water cloudy. I don't want that. Yeah, extra of those because those are nuts for those. Let me throw a few on the other side. Nah, I'm not going to feed the other side. I want them all coming to this side right now. There you go. Heavy feeding on one side so you guys can watch it. Move my lighting back. There we go. Gonna look like a snow globe right now. There you go. Nah, I guess I won't be filming tonight. I just did this instead. That's fine. Oh, let me get my slide cam over to a better view where you can watch them up close. Watch the food coming in. Oops, I think I moved it up. I need to lock that down a little better. Yeah, right there. That looks good. Alright, cool. Let me go back to the chat view because I'm not going to be sitting there watching that. And I've had to fuck with lighting in the garage to get all of this working so I could film. I've got a pool table light above me. Got pool table light back here and one over the pool table. Yeah, 3 pool table lights in my garage now. I had to add lighting to do this. I had to get this on a dimmer so it would show me properly. Microphone, dual monitors, because there's no way I could do this shit on one monitor. I wasn't set up for this in the garage, so add a workstation and everything else. Better video card so I could game. And I've got a fuck ton of cameras. I spent way too much on cameras this last year. I got 2 GoPro 8s, 2 Akaso V50 Pros. I'm thinking about getting 2 more to make shooting inside and outside and everything else easier, and for trip videos. And because 2 of the 2 Akasos are dedicated just to the aquariums. They're waterproof so I can get them in and out, and you know, once I set it up, they don't come out. But I did see this on Amazon, which I need to do an unboxing video for. Ooh, I think I threw out the box. Ah, fuck it, I don't care. Sorry. I built my white box so I could... I call it white box. It's a film box, you know. Because I was doing everything on my desk, and I'd have to tear my desk down, break it down, but... Yeah, I'm going to hold this up to the camera. So for the new GoPro 910s, they actually make a waterproof case where you can do everything. And meanwhile, I had to jerry-rig my 8s to work and the Akaso V50s to work, but I had to keep tearing it apart because I can't do plastic building. So, but yeah, so there's a cheap freaking housing case out for the 9s and 10s, so I'm thinking about picking one up. Yeah, I really don't feel like spending money on a fucking other camera, but I might, just because it's more portable and I'm not losing a camera just dedicated to that. Which, when I first got the second camera, it was with the intention... Excuse me, hiccup. I don't see it handy. Oh, I do. It's clipped to the white box. I've got, you know, a clamp with, you know, just a twist mount. And the new camera that I have that's on the slide right now is what I wanted to use this to clip it to the top of the aquarium and do a... So I've got the inside view, and I wanted a straight shot down view on top of my GoPro outside. So I'm filming 3 angles, which will actually turn into 4 with the way I'm doing things. I'm adding too many cameras. It's getting complicated. Hey, what's up, Whale and Abra? So yeah, I'm thinking about doing more things, which will be interesting. I'm probably overdoing it, but I need to be, and that's the next thing I want to do, because I've got so many cameras going. I want the users to be able to switch cameras, be like, no, no, I don't want to see this view. You know, let's go from crossing the streams 1 to crossing the streams again and get the different views. So I want users to be able to do that. I've got to learn how to do that through Stream Elements and Trigger Fire. I'm not sure how to do that yet. And one of the other things I want to do is I want to add my slide camera. You're not seeing me right now, so I can move around. Where I've got it set on the slide, I want to motorize that so you can say go left and it moves left an inch. Go right, it moves right an inch. So I want to build a Raspberry Pi, add the tracking to that, and then tie that into Triggerfire, which tie it into my computer, and we'll actually move it when you do those commands. That's kind of a long shot, because I've got a lot to learn on that one. I'm okay with programming. Like, I can do a Raspberry Pi project, but tying it into the stream, that's where I'm lost. So, and yeah, I'd probably show off the build, except for the coding part. And someone might have already done it, too, so I might be able to just go in and snipe somebody's shit, too. But yeah, I'm pissed because, you know, I built my own little DIY waterproof casings and started doing this, and now somebody's got one. Like I was just showing off. Let me go back to this guy. So yeah, it's not an expensive thing either. You know, nice, easy case where you can do that. And I forget the name of the company, but they do waterproof battery packs for it too. So if you're on a long dive, you got long battery. So I'm just like, oh, come on. Like, somebody could go out and buy this, their waterproof battery pack, slap in their GoPro, and they're done for like $60. I'm like, God damn it. You know, I did this and that shit just came out. And I'm like, fuck me. Like, had the idea and I just, yeah. It's like my buddy Ryan. He came up with an idea, kept refining it. Took too long refining it and learning how to get things patented and all that, and he got beat to the punch by someone that had the same idea by like a month and sold it to Home Depot. But you know those flat carpenter pencils? He was making a pencil sharpener for that, because you can't just put it in that, and you know, you got to flick it with a frickin', you know, Stanley knife. I know there's a utility knife. There we go. You know, your razor utility knife. You got to just sharpen it with one of those. He came up with an actual sharpener. It was just a grab, squeeze, pull, and boom, perfect tip every time, because the flat carpenter pencils don't roll off roofs, uneven surfaces, but they're a fucking bitch to sharpen. So yeah, he came up with that, and he missed out by, like, I shit you not, less than a month. I want to say it was like 26 days if I remember right. And the guy that sold it to Home Depot sold it for a couple million, and fucking, oh, yeah, he was so fucking pissed, and he drug his feet a little too long trying to refine it and make it nicer, and that's what fucked him. And I'm sure this idea was already in the works while I was doing this shit, obviously, but man, I feel like I just missed out on it. Like, fuck me. Everybody's got that, you know, Shark Tank idea or whatever. But, oh man. Every once in a while I get something like that and it just pisses me off. So, yeah. I don't even have a camera for this. I don't even have a camera for this, and I bought it. I spent the $20. I'm like, motherfuckers. And again, $20. Like, god damn it. Simple and easy and whatever. Me, I fucking drilled mine and fucking siliconed it just so I could do what the fuck I needed to do. Piss me off. But yeah. See how that up close view, it starts getting hazy at the bottom? It looks like a little fog rolling in. Yeah, it's hilarious. They just start kicking everything up and tearing it apart. And again, this is what I'd like to do. Even if it was just a motor going back and forth slow all day, would be cool as shit. Just watching it slowly move and track back and forth would be dope as hell too. So like if I can't make it programmable, at least I can have it go back and forth would be awesome. Especially during feeding time. Yeah, that would be cool as shit. Oh yeah, they poop all day long. They never stop pooping. But their bioload's so light, I can go months without a water change on it when it's just shrimp. Once you add fish in, yeah, man, they go way more. But yeah, they're tugboating a little bit right now. You can see them swimming around there. I like this view better than the one I've been doing the last few days. Love it when they get up on the glass. Oh, look, they were getting freaky. One of these days I'll get lucky enough to actually catch them, actually babies hatching is what I keep hoping for. But, whatever. One of these days I'll catch it on camera. They're just too many to track. And oh, there we go, dive bomb. Woo, ride that wafer down. Bam. But yeah, it's fun as hell to just sit here and watch these guys. Everybody's like, oh, they're shrimp. They're not that entertaining. I'm like, if it's a shrimp-only tank, it's way more entertaining than just fish. I think that's why I like them so much. Don't get me wrong, I love fish. I was trying to breed my celestial pearl danios. I'd love to breed my cardinal tetras. We've had so many fucking guppies. Koopa just snacking them all up. Now he's not, though. But yeah, no, I love aquariums. It's nice. Decent humidity in a room keeps it nice and temperate. But if you ever plan on getting an aquarium, don't get a 10-gallon. 20 or larger. 10 gallons are just temperamental. Small aquariums, I hate them. They fluctuate with the temperature in the room, whereas like this 75, it stayed out here all summer. LA summer, fucking triple digits. Didn't warm up one bit in the garage, which it gets like 120 in here in the summer. It freaking stayed 70 fucking 2. Even in the winter, where I accidentally unplugged my heater for like a week in December. And yeah, it freaking stayed 72 without the heater. The heater does kick on and off, but it's not doing a whole lot. So, larger tanks, way more stable. So, that's my recommendation. Not saying you got to get a 75, but 20 is like the basic minimum, I think. 20, 40s, they're great. 40 would be a breeder style aquarium where you get the room for growth and everything. 20 if you're keeping non-wildly breeding stuff like guppies, endlers, shrimp. And you can just enjoy them. But yeah, it's fun stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get the garage cleaned up, which means I've got to do something about making space in the backyard to put the shed out there, get the stuff out of the garage, move stuff around in the garage so I can open it up and start shooting pool, having fun out here. Yeah, if Will Nabra and engineer Becky come out, we gotta shoot pool and we'll live stream that. That'll be fun. They gotta come visit sometime soon. And when they come stay, they don't have to stay in a hotel if they don't want to. They can stay with us, and I'll put them up in the trailer. I'm kidding. You don't want to sleep in the trailer. It's comfy, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Man, I need to get out. I am so fucking burnt the fuck out. I need a vacation. Need to get the fuck out of Dodge. Shit shot's fine. trust me, I don't. When I play by myself, I play serious, but when I play with people, I just goof off. I got a dartboard out here too, so you can just sit there and throw darts if you want to. And a full bar right behind these monitors, whatever you want to drink. Ohio, huh? Well, we were talking about doing a DC trip, so we definitely swing through. So, just got to plan that out. That would be fun. Yeah, yeah, I know. Bad shoulders. But yeah, I got other goofy streaming ideas that I'm gonna do. If you guys have some ideas, I'm all for it. I'm just gonna pick a day. I'm gonna start this week. I'll start doing Dark Forces this week. I was trying like all hell. I got a Xbox controller and the adapter to work for PC here. Let me get rid of this first aid kit. It's in my way. Trying to make it the controller work with that, and no, it's not going to. It doesn't even work with Dark Forces 2. I'm gonna have to readjust to playing freaking keyboard and mouse, which I haven't done since the fucking 90s. Once controllers came out and video card prices started getting nuts towards the tail end of the 90s during that memory chip shortage. And when memory really started to surge, I got out of PC gaming then. And that was, yeah, late 90s. So I just couldn't keep up with buying a new video card every couple of years, having to upgrade my system every couple of years. Then Xbox came out, and I switched. I went console. I just couldn't keep up. Console, while you pay more up front every few years, it's cheaper in the long run. Whereas PC gaming, man, it was like, Far Cry 2. Oh, I gotta get a new video card to play that. Fuck. You know? I just got sick of it. I couldn't keep up with it. Yeah, see how dense it's getting over there now? It's just a haze. You know what? I bet you that haze is just all jizz. Shrimps going, males diving at the females eating, spraying them. It's not food, it's not waste, it's all jizz. Shrimp jizz water. Yeah, take that. And they're all eating it too. They all swallow it. We're spit or swallow anyways. Thought she was going to be on. But, yeah. Well, let me take a quick pee break. I'm going to flip views back to this real quick, mute my mic, and you guys can enjoy some island music while I go pee. Okay, where's my desktop audio? It's not playing. There it goes. Now I see it moving. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Let me flip that around. There we go. Oh yeah, that water's super jizz right now. Nah, just the crumbly flake food that does that. But yeah, so changes to the stream coming up. You know, more behind the scenes, more mod duties. Get back into the swing of things with my YouTube videos. Probably should pull this camera in front of me closer. Whatever. I gotta try different LED light bulbs. These flicker just ever so slightly, which is obnoxious to me. Hopefully it doesn't show up for you guys. Problem is full blast, too bright, off. There's no lighting behind me. Oh, let me try the LED lighting behind me. Not that one. That one. That's probably going to be too weird. Bright behind me. Yeah, that's weird. Try moving forward. Nah. That's the... Had my ballasts go out on the 8-foot fluorescent tube lighting. Nixed out the ballast. Direct wired to these 8-foot LED tubes. But yeah, they're too bright. And then I put various pull switches on. Let's see if I get this one dialed in a little bit better, or it doesn't flicker. Whatever. That'll have to do. Put a pull switch so it only lights one tube, not both. The pool lights are all on different things, except this one I've got a pull cord here, but it didn't have any dimmer or anything else above it. So I've got an inline dimmer here on my desk for this, and oh yeah, try out the gambling games. Turn those on, but I need to figure out how to get new people to get points. Like if I'm not monitoring it, because I stream this all day, Monday through Friday when I'm at work, whether I'm working at home or in the office. So I need to find a way to make sure people that come into play get points right away, because I don't know how that all works. Because like I can't give people channel points because I'm not affiliate. Like they can't earn them on their own yet, so that's gonna be kind of weird. I don't know how that all works, because I think it's channel points that they're gambling with. But apparently that draws people in, which would be good for my feed, so I definitely want to start doing that and start pimping that out somehow. Because yeah, if just the gambling aspect brings people in to gamble and have fun, fuck it, great. Come in, chatter, gamble. Help me get to affiliate so it does its thing. I don't care if I'm not making money. I just want the attention on it, because it's a cool thing. It's chill. So we'll see how that goes. But where was all of that? So, oh, I think I have those open still. Ooh, no, I closed that. Open that tab. Recently closed. There we are. Open that up. Let me show these off real quick. Full screen mode. So yeah, like there's 8-ball, dueling. You can check people's account age. I don't know what the contest bet is, so I didn't turn that on. Canceling the duel. You can hit for that for commands. Emote challenge things. How long someone's been following me. And then mods can give out points to other people, or you can share points with other people, I think is how that works. You know, leaderboards, points boards, roulette, slots, songs, I don't know, tips, I don't know, top of the leaderboard, uptime, how long this channel's been streaming for, which that shows up. That's kind of a dumb one, whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like raffles and other stuff that I can start messing with. Mute bots, add points. These are mod point things. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, and I want to set it up so the moderators can come in, or even users. It'd be better if I get users to do it, where they come in and they can switch between these two feeds. You know, if they could switch the crossing the streams feeds. I don't want to switch everything. I got a little gnat flying around my head. Here we go. You know, just switching up the views would be really dope. You know, actually, I'd do it from main view to close up, the crossing the streams again, feeding chat. I don't want that on unless I'm actually here. So yeah, I don't want it to do it with all the views. So maybe I need to make a whole nother scene for when I'm streaming like this, game capture, full screen mode. I don't know, which one of these do you guys think is better? Larger camera view or smaller camera view with bigger background? I don't know. I made two and I don't know why. Maybe I was thinking about doing something else with the second one. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know why I'd make two the same thing. I might have just cloned it getting ready to do something else and forgot to finish it. But yeah, so like this view, that's where I'm sitting here talking about it like we are now. When I'm doing anything that I want to show off while I'm filming or whatever, or just doing maintenance, I can do that. And then same thing, just cutting the views. I just need to resize those somehow or shrink this one. I got to figure that out. For when I'm gaming, and gaming if I'm having an issue. But yeah, I got to mess with all these stream elements, the bot timers going through and reminding people what to do and what not. And there's other things I need to add in here, loyalty stuff and giveaways, leaderboards. I think that doesn't matter till I hit affiliate. But let me jump over here. You get infinity view for a second while I figure out how did I get there last time. Creator dashboard. And then insights, channel analytics. Yeah, you can see this is where I'm landing with my first month. And the stream summary, it goes through, tells me what's going on. 25 in the last 30 days. Yeah, I've been streaming a lot. Yeah, I've got 155 hours. And achievements, path to affiliate. This is the nightmare. Average 3 viewers over 150 hours. I'm going to need a shit ton of people in to hit that. The followers, yeah, I've still got a few more to go to. So it's the viewers. I gotta find how to bring people in. You know, I got nothing on YouTube right now. I've got 3 people here right now. So Cylon doesn't count because I guess we're on the same network. Highberry's here. Well, Nabra. Sandy was lurking, so she's probably not counting right now. So, yeah. Hey, Spitter Swallow is here. Becky's in. Need to make Becky and Well and Abra mods here too. Hey, Salon, take care of that for me. That way they can throw points out at people and stuff too. But yeah, so well, let me see. I don't know if they know any of that stuff. Let me go back to my channel. Beep, beep. So since I'm sharing this, it'll be annoying picture in picture in picture, which probably doesn't help, but we're looking here at the side. So if you go into mod view, you don't have to go into the actual moderator view. If you just hit the cog here, you can turn on show mod icons, and you can mute, timeout, and can things directly from right here. But if you go into mod view, you can do the poll predictions, you know, polling / predictions, unban, and a bunch of other things here. See more actions going on here. Like showed that I rated Cylon last, and that's pretty much all that's going on. Banning people. It just gives you a quick view of everything, what categories I'm in. And I went from 5 to 3 real quick there. And again, you'll still see the same thing here. But like when someone pops in and say like, well, Nabra, if I want to know what's going on, I can see all of his messages here. And I can do timeouts, you know, whisper to them, ban, unban, whatever from there. And I think, why is it buried? Usually, oh, it's because I don't have it, that option. Where you can gift a subscription will show up here if you're affiliate. Like, I'll do that with Cylon all the time. But yeah, you can see how often someone's chatting and everything else. And you can see all the history up to, I don't know how far it goes back, quite honestly. So, yeah. But from there, like if I'm not sure, say like, I'll just use Cylon for an example. I click this, and then what I usually do is just open it in a new tab. Let me make sure that stays muted. Good. You can go here, and then you know they're a streamer. Like if it's someone popping in, I don't know, I'll be like, oh, okay, this person streams. They definitely get a shout out, and I'll pop over and give a shout out. Because if I'm not sure, that's how I do all of that. And that's usually why you see me slower on the shout outs, because I'm still learning everybody in the whole process. And like if you watched me on Friday doing my mod view thing, I'm goofing off the whole time. I'm not good at sitting still. Like this stream's longest I've sat still on anything at home in a while. I'm just all over the place, bouncing between projects. And oh, let me show this off. Maybe that'll help. Nope. Where is it? Not that one. That one. Let me mess with this camera. I don't know how well this will turn up. Yeah, so here you go. Here is my setup. So I got my desktop right here below me on the desk. Bar there. You can see one light here, one... Where's my hand? There. Over here. The two monitors here are hooked up to my desktop down there. This is my laptop I use with my account just for monitoring. I don't want to turn it on, but I've got my headphones. Like when I'm gaming, I'll have to be able to hear what's going on. But I'm not talking with the headphones on because there's nothing interactive from my end right now. And, you know, bar there. These speakers, it's a 5.1, which I have hooked up to my laptop. So when I'm in the garage working on things, I can play music, and it bumps through that. But at the same time, when I'm doing moderator duties, I can't get the audio dialed quite right, so I got a pair of these small Logitech speakers here, so I can turn those on and off, so when I start gaming and I've got my headset, I'm not bleeding through with the microphone and everything else. So yeah, always playing music, and usually my phone will be on my charger here, but it's not because it's charged right now. I just keep a wireless charger there for that. When I was doing my unboxing videos here on the desk, I was doing that, but I've got it's over here on a cart, my box for my, you know, it's just a white melamine box I cut up and made into a photo booth box, basically, so I could do my unboxing videos on that. All my camera supplies are on that, and it's just a wired, one of those wire metro racks that I keep all my supplies and stuff on and moving around as needed. Yes, it's my T-bar. Hey, Becky. But yeah, so in the T-bar, what do I got right now? I've got some old Cuervo 1800, some Templeton Rye 4-year, bunch of different Jack Daniels, regular Jack, rye, the apple one, the fire one, the honey one. Then I got some Grey Goose, some Belvedere, some Malibu rum, some Bullet bourbon, Gentleman Jack, Blackened, and I'm missing something up here. Nah, I think that covers it right now. Yeah, because I'm out of single barrel. I've got a lot of Jack Daniel's stuff, but I'm not like super Jack. Really, the only Jack that I drink... Let me switch cameras back up. Feeding chat? There we go, feeding chat. The only Jack that I really drink... Well, I take that back. The Jack Daniel's Rye was good, but the Templeton Rye is way better. It's Gentleman Jack and Single Barrel. Those are really the only Jack Daniels that I drink anymore. Oh, the heavy metal one? That is... Let me grab that. Blackened. There we go. Yeah, that's showing up all right. Blackened is the Metallica whiskey. So this was done by Dave Pickerel, who was one of the Jack Daniel's master distillery guys before he died. It was the last one he made. And how that works is they do it in batches and limited runs. And they, as it's aged in different casks, they use black brandy casks to age the whiskey. And then they blast it with peanut butter whiskey. Weird. I'll have to try that. But the Blackened is then blasted with various Metallica playlists. So it's getting constantly churned just by all the sonic resonance. And that's the whole gimmick on this, is it's blackened Metallica whiskey. Because of the black brandy casks, whiskey. It's a blend. It's not... I can't remember everything on it. I could have told you like 5 months ago. But yeah, really good stuff. So yeah, I picked up 2 bottles of that. One I'm sitting on that I'm going to save. And I've got a couple other old bottles of Jack Daniel's Gold Label whiskeys that I bought way back when. So I've got 1905 and 1915. Yeah, gold medal Jack Daniels that I'm sitting on for that. Just those increase in age over time, and I mean, last time I looked, it's been a while since I looked, honestly. But even empty bottles of those sell for like $100. And you get a full sealed bottle, yeah, someone's gonna pay a couple $100 for it. Last time I looked, my favorite was the 1913, and I looked at that, and that was selling for like $1,000. I was just like, Jesus! I'm like, man, we were drinking that stuff like nothing. We didn't realize they were that special, so whatever. But yeah, I got a couple I'm sitting on, and I'm hoping the Blackened will age like that. And if not, fuck it, I'll drink it. It's good. I like it. But yeah. I'm way off topic. Yeah, Cylon, keep giving everybody points. But, man, where am I at time-wise? Oh, I'm already over 2 hours of this shit. Yeah, I know, there's no topic. But yeah, so I'm going to keep doing the live streaming, which is honestly hurting me trying to hit affiliate, because I got to bring those average viewer counts up. I probably should tone it down and not go as long. But if it's not running, nobody's going to find me. So, yeah, it's kind of a catch me, fuck me on that one. That's why I should do my... I don't want multiple channels. I want my shit to be me. Man, these guys are just going nuts in there. Looks so cool. See, the in-tank cam, it looks all milky, hazy. It's not that bad from the outside. I mean, you can tell just looking at the up-close cam, you can see the rocks at the back fine. Just sideways, it looks super hazy. The water's pretty damn clear. It's just a snow globe until they're done with the food. But yeah, it's like a red carpet. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, I took out a shit ton of plants today. Just trimming it back, trying to make it brighter in the tank. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I'd like to hit affiliate, not so much for... I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even give a shit. Be cool to monetize it, try to get a few bucks back in, just keep the hobby neutral cost. That's really all I want. If it pays for food and all this stuff, cool. Man, it's starting to flicker again. Stupid light. Yeah, I know, it'll happen when it happens. tired of sinking money into this. I should just start selling the shrimp. That's what'll keep it even, honestly. It's gonna take a while to break even with all the cameras I got. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Once I do the videos on cleaning up these tens below, I'm gonna get some more expensive shrimp to start fucking with, and those will sell. And yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just want to go neutral cost. That's all I'm looking for. Keep the hobby not a in the red hobby, and I don't mean the shrimp. You missed it earlier, Will. I was doing, what do you call, offer up. I was doing them there and Craigslist. I just hate dealing with people. Trying to time everything was a pain in the ass. So I want to start selling to local shops or wholesalers is what I'd prefer to do. You know, when you go to the store and buy these shrimp, it's 3 for $10. It's like the best you're ever going to find. Typically, it's $4 to $5 a shrimp. And that's just for these red ones. The blue ones usually cost a little more. Same with the orange and yellow. The red are the really common ones. And then some of the more expensive shrimp, yeah, they're like 10, 20, $50 a shrimp. It's ridiculous. I'm not trying to get into that. I'd wholesale these for like $1 a piece. I really don't care. It's my enjoyment having this many in here and having fun with it. But I just want to get my cost neutral. So, yeah, I need to start getting off my ass on the weekends and start going to the local shops and be like, hey, here's my channel. Check out my shrimp. Come buy some. You can come pick them up whenever you want. You know, start trying to get a regular routine of people doing that. So that'll be the challenge. So, yeah, I just need to do that. Like I said, I started with 8 shrimp, you know, a year ago, and I've blown it up. But I keep everything pretty ideal, keep the water parameters, giving them all the hiding space and foliage. And, I mean, these shrimp, for as crowded as they are, have a good life. Oh, sorry, I just said that, Justin. Yeah, it's 8. I started with 8, you know, a year ago. And my blue tank, which I need to move the camera into there so I can start streaming from in the blue shrimp tank. I started with 6. And I've got, I don't know, probably 400 in there right now. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, humping all day long. Again, it's that milky water. The females just get knocked up swimming around. They live in the jizz. But yeah, I'd like it to, again, why I want to film my hobbies, like my builds and other goofy things I do. If I can make a few bucks off it, it would be great. Just keep my hobbies neutral. That's all I want to do, is keep them neutral cost, because I could build all fucking day long. I mean, there are a million things I want to build, but cost stops me. So yeah, I want to keep building stuff and doing it, but yeah, cost sucks. Hey, Spitter Swallow. Yeah. Uh-oh. Sorry, I don't have that kind of shrimp for you, babe. But, yeah. I don't know. I've been talking a long time, and I don't have a whole lot more to say is the problem tonight. I talked to death about this. I came in completely unstructured tonight. Just like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. You know, it's my 1 month StreamAversary. Show off my stats, show off what I'm doing, talk about what I want to do, some ideas I've got, get some feedback, see what people think, talk about starting to stream games, getting back into that. I don't know. The only problem is I like not having the headphones on, but I can't have the audio and a mic. I want the audio, so it's kind of frustrating, but whatever. Yeah, the problem is I'm fidgety. So I'm used to being up and moving around, so sitting still, you can see I'm fiddling. So, yeah, I'm not camera shy. I have no problem getting it up in front of a big audience. Big, small, doesn't matter. I can get up and talk for days. Staying focused and on topic, that's another thing. So, whatever. Man. Oh, so let me switch views to the long view. There we go. Oop, I moved that camera. That's right. So, if I go back over here like I'm shooting, you see the curtains over here. So, I don't think you can see it. That's fine. Right here, I've got I added that over time when I was shooting all my YouTube videos so I could have a clock while I'm doing my hyperlapses. And at first I don't know what I did with it. I just had a little LED type display clock. But then wound up upgrading to this one because it shows the moon phases, temperature, barometer, date, time, day of the week, everything. So I'm holding myself more accountable when I'm filming. And the worst part is, I kind of stopped filming after I fucking put that there. So again, I need to get back on track. I've got 5 different glass garden foods I need to do unboxings for. 4 different Shrimp King ones that I haven't even opened. I need to do unboxings for and start doing more food comparisons. Then I need to get into the natural food comparisons. I've been collecting leaves, oak leaves, sugar maple, eucalyptus, other leaves I want to treat, get ready, put in for there. All the natural foods I want to start testing: carrots, green beans, spinach, kale, squash. Cucumbers sucked. I'm going to do cucumbers again, but squash. Yeah, just different foods I want to start testing. So, like, if you get into the hobby, you don't have to buy this pricey shit. And also what works, what doesn't. It's just the reason I'm doing it. And do I still have the box for it? I do. This is the one that started the whole fucking thing. It was this Shrimp King 5-in-1, which that was the last video I uploaded, was the end of this series. So this Shrimp King 5-in-1 sample pack goes anywhere from $15 to $20, and you get a ½ ounce of 5 different foods. And whereas that same price will get you the full-size container, which is typically 30 to 40 grams depending on the food. So however that works out, it's like 8 times as much. I can't do ounce to grams conversion in my head. But, so to try out a new food, you either had to overpay or just gamble on the buying one food and it sucking. And that's what kind of pissed me off, because I wanted to try it out. I've heard good things about the Shrimp King brand. I started out with just glass garden food and doing fish food flakes. Then I got into the Hikari sinking wafers because I'd give those to my catfish, the Corridoras. I got a couple albino Corys. Had some panda Corys. I love Cory cats. They're entertaining as hell. My pygmy Corys are my favorite, though. But yeah, so I got that and then realized the shrimp were attacking that. And that, honestly, between the Tetra Flake food and the Hikari sinking wafers, you don't need to do anything else. Those two alone are the best. But like, if you're like us, you got fruits and vegetables in the house all the time, yeah, just blanch a carrot and throw it in. Blanch some zucchini and throw it in. You don't have to buy the foods. You can go pick leaves, and I want to test out different leaves. Like one of the glass garden ones I just got that I I am shocked and amazed that it is a good one, or supposed to be a good one anyways, is this Lohenzan. So, there we go, Lohenzan. Again, small little 30-gram packet, and all that is fucking dandelions. So, yeah, I'm like, what? So I want to see. And so after I've learned that, I learned that, yeah, you can just go pick dandelion leaves, blanch them, throw them in, and the shrimp go nuts for them. So there's a lot of things I want to try out. I've got a, well, yes, I'm going to run out of foods, and yes, I can mix and match foods forever and keep making videos. I've got other stuff I want to do. And I just need to get out of this funk. See, that doesn't seem right, because, let me see, hold on. Thank you, Becky. Alright, sorry, I was grabbing this. So, when I was doing my unboxings, these are 1 ounce, to-go sample cups. It would half fill one of these cups. This one was the protein that I was doing. Shrimp King protein. So, do I have the protein bottle? Oh, let me grab the right bottle. Yeah, I do. All right, cool. So, when I was doing it, because I was splitting that half ounce, so it would half fill one of these 1 ounce cups. And the full size bottle is a 45-gram bottle on this one. Some of them are 30-gram bottles. But the Shrimp King protein, this one is a 45-gram bottle. So if I was only getting half an ounce of this, but 45 grams in this, I mean, you can see the size difference on the bottle. And it was a massive difference. And this bottle came pretty full. I've used a lot of it because it's been a really good food. So that's why I'm really confused. Would it be 4 times as much? Almost 5? Yeah, maybe. Because it seems like way more. Oh, I'll have to mess with that sometime and get that figured out. But yeah, it was the frustration of the 5-in-1 pack that sparked this whole fuck this thing, and people not showing off the foods and how they react, and well, what if you compare them against each other, is what sparked this whole YouTube journey. And I was shooting videos. I mean, from August to Thanksgiving, I was shooting nonstop, but I didn't ever stop and start editing and upload, because I knew I had to learn how to edit and do everything and put a little bit of money into that, just paying for the Adobe software. And all the background stuff, like I'd created the accounts, I think in August, when I finally started saying fuck it and starting it. And I drug ass all the way up through... When did I start uploading? It's been a month. Let me see. Let's go back to full screen. So let me get this guy out of the way. Or actually just new tab. When did I upload my first YouTube video? My channel, library, and my 75-gallon playlist. I don't want to start that. I want to... Yeah. Let me stop that. When was this uploaded? January. So the 22nd of January was when I first started uploading videos to YouTube. And then it wasn't until February 13th where I started Twitch and started live streaming. Live streaming all started at once, both channels. Actually, I take that back. YouTube 1 month would be tomorrow, because I wasn't mixing them at the time. Oh, I'll shoot it all over you, Spitter Swallow. But yeah. So, I really haven't been at it all that long, but I mean, this one, my just bullshit intro where I'm just sitting there talking for fucking almost 15 minutes, got 97 views. I'm happy with that. I'm not getting many comments and whatnot. Hey, Sandy. So, yeah. I haven't replied to that. No, I did reply to that. Cool. But yeah, I need to find a way to bring up viewer engagement and get more attention on them. So, but yeah, I went through a ender of uploading, and yeah, you can see all my 5-in-1 videos I started there, and that was the last video I ended with, was ending that 5-in-1. And that, let's see, when did I upload that? February 22nd. Yeah, and I haven't done anything since then. That's when shit started getting real bad for me. That's why. I got 41 subscribers. I thought I had 42. Lost one. Bummer. But yeah, so here's the sample packages. They're packed like condoms. It was ½ ounce in each one. You know, and I went through and I had the glass tubes, would do the feeding. You could see, like, here's the first one. You can see how little is in each cup. So not even, I mean, it just, there's not much food. That's the last video. That's why, because I used it all on. I go back to the first one, I think it shows it off better. Yeah, you get like ½ ounce in each cup. You don't get a whole lot. So, yeah, that's how I started this off, was shooting it just like this. This was before I had the T-track on there and everything else. I bet you love that packaging. But, yeah. I don't know. I've been having fun doing this. I just gotta find a way to get engagement up and get things noticed. Oh. No views on my moderator stream one on YouTube. Ha! I don't even know. How'd that one do on Twitch? Did I get any views there? So I'm here. Oh, I can't do it while I'm live, I guess. Huh. Never mind. Forget that. Let's just go back to a better view. There we go. Yeah, how many, Cylon? You can look and tell me. I can't while I'm live, I guess. But I mean, that's anybody going to my channel and it plays for like 10 seconds or something. It counts a view, which is bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, I just want to find a way to bring up engagement and get this to work better. I know I'm probably the best way to do it is to put more time into the videos, do the editing, fancy things that I don't want to do. 20? That's decent, I guess. Since it was Friday. Yeah. I mean, that one on YouTube makes no sense. What's a Twitch moderator duty? Oh, nobody was watching live. Sandy was the only one that popped in. She popped in. She's like, I can't hear Cylon. I'm like, go over there. But just got to figure it out. And I don't want to extend my editing time and put that work into it. I want it to be more natural. I don't want it to be a frickin' production. It's not meant to be a movie. It's meant to be what it is. So, I don't know. Some people just doctor the shit out of things. I want it to be what it is. Like, this is how it's going to be when you do it. You know, this is what you should expect. So, Hey, welcome, Chucky. So, yeah, I don't want to get overly complicated with it. I don't want it to draw up too much time because I don't have enough time for all my hobbies as it is. I'm having to trim back hobbies. If I were to take it back a step further, other than Cylon telling me, film your shit, where I really started getting interested in wanting to film it, I haven't been able to do. And oh, it drove me nuts. So, and it's my own fault. So I ain't talking shit. Oh, trimmed, huh? I don't know. I'm more of a shaved person myself. But eh. Huh. I want to say it was, yeah, right when coronavirus hit, everything went into lockdown and whatnot. I started watching more YouTube because again, I wasn't gaming. Nobody handled it right. Take it easy, Will. Give Becky a big old hug for me too. What I really wanted to do, and I started getting into it, was I was watching. Wow, I just drew a blank on his name. Tony. I can't think of his last name right now. Pro skater I grew up watching, but he fell out of the sport after shattering his ankle and couldn't skate pro anymore and burn out on it and everything else. So I started watching him doing all these mountain bike videos, and he was hitting all the trails that we used to go ride as kids. When I say kids, I mean up through being 16 when I started driving and whatnot. But yeah, he'd do all the local trails here. He just lives like in Huntington or Fullerton or something like that, not far from here. So he was hitting like the trails up in PV. He was doing Lizard Trail out in Laguna, doing all these trails that I used to ride, and used to get chased off by the Rangers because it wasn't sanctioned riding trails. There were no sanctioned riding trails when we grew up mountain biking. We'd go mountain biking up at like Bridge to Nowhere up in Azusa, and we get chased out of there. You can't ride bikes here, man. And anywhere we could go ride bikes, we'd ride bikes. And so I was watching him do all the trails that are now sanctioned trails, which is like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, man, I just short of getting tickets, I mean, getting run out of there by, rangers and whatnot. But yeah, it sucks. And so I'm watching all this, and the trails have changed a bit, but just getting into it. I want to get back into mountain biking. I have for a long time. I love mountain biking. It's hiking, but faster. And I love hiking, but you got to dedicate half a day to it at least. Whereas a mountain bike, I can go hit, 10-mile trail in half an hour. Whereas if I go do that hike, yeah, it's going to take me, 3-4 hours. Yeah, I've been wanting to get a mountain bike and get back into it like hardcore. It's like bugging me, especially, again, all the fat I've put on, the beginning of COVID, not having those steps, having all this energy, frustration, everything else that comes with it, not being able to do these things is driving me insane. Which is how I got back into the aquarium stuff, everything else, getting the trailer so we can get the fuck out of Dodge. And I've shot myself in the foot. I could have bought a mountain bike like 3 times over with all the other shit I've been doing. So, yeah. What am I saying? Oh, yeah, I like to ride. All day, all night. Love riding. And it's the drive to the ride. Yeah. But yeah, really, 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 really want a mountain bike. Ooh, I'm seeing some hiccups in the stream. Is everything playing nice right now? I just saw a couple hiccups monitoring. But let me turn off some of these. Let me just close this browser. I'm not monitoring there. Close GOG. I'll let the music keep playing in the background though. Yeah, I'm starting to see some hiccups. I don't know what's going on. Not getting any warnings in Streamlabs, so just seeing some pops in the playback, which is why I keep the monitoring laptop in front of me. So if something starts going on, I'm not just going on and on for no reason. I have had, this week especially has been really bad, where I've been losing my feed while I'm, actually in the office, and I'm like, fuck, it crashed. I gotta run home at lunch to come fix it. So that's why I like having the monitoring one in front of me, even though it's just another fucking screen taking up space. But yeah, I've been wanting a mountain bike since COVID hit. And problem is they were impossible to get whenever I could get one. But getting a good one, it's fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. But, which would be nice if this started making money. Because, yeah, I'd film myself writing on that, which that'd be great, because I've already got everything to do it. I've got everything to film everything right now. Cylon would get back into OnlyFans, it'd be nice. Get Spitter Swallow over here, too. Make some real money. But, yeah. Picking up the Jeep, a bunch of other stuff. Picking up a bunch of other fun toys. Oh, tonight. Bring it on. Yeah, it's just, I've had a lot of other things pop up where it's like, I can't pass it up. Too good of a deal. That's not going to... Yeah, it is what it is. And all my side hustle work's drying up, which funds all the fun hobbies. But yeah, there's been a lot of shift in priorities and other things coming up, and I need a drink, and can't drink alcohol right now. Really shouldn't be opening a Monster this late, but I don't give a fuck. Let's drink it fast. But yeah, I got a little fridge down here to keep my beverages cold, keep some ice cubes for... What do you mean send directions? You know where to get here. Hey, Realfoot. I haven't really started selling. I was doing some offer up, but I don't like people coming to the house. So, yeah, I've got to figure out a different way of doing it, because offer up, I was meeting them at, like, McDonald's down the street. And I really need to go start hitting the local fish stores or find a wholesaler to do it, because, yeah, I don't want people coming to my house. More so COVID, which kind of hindered all that, too. I thought about doing it online, but shipping's a freaking nightmare. I was trying a little bit on was it Aquaswap? Yeah, Aquaswap on Reddit. I was doing it that way, and I did met someone that I wound up being friends with, my sister that lives in Florida. So I shipped from LA to Florida overnight with FedEx because I get a crazy discount at work. I shit you not, it was like $12 to ship from LA to Florida by Disney World. Our shipping rate's insane, crazy cheap at work. And they made it, and she started her own colony and kicked ass with it. And she keeps sending me updates every so often on Reddit. But yeah, for the small quantity, for what it costs people to ship, like, I can't continue doing that, like, side hustle using work. That'll raise a flag. I mean, without those discounts, you're looking at like $50, $60 overnight shipping. Yeah, and a 10-day hold. Oh, wow, they did. Man, that's really good. Uh, I recently did an order from Aquahuna, and they took like 4 days, and they're just in Washington to Los Angeles area, and it didn't do too well. Yeah, they were in breather bags, double breather bagged, and they had a warmer in there because it's been pretty cool at night. And I lost half my yellows. All my oranges survived, but yeah, I lost half my yellows within like days, and which didn't help. I also ordered some Emperor Tetras with it, and all of them came with ick. So yeah, I got videos on those for YouTube. I need to finish editing and put those up. Aquahuna kind of pissed me off. I'm not thrilled with them right now, and they're fantastic for shrimp, but I wouldn't do fish through them. That's just my opinion. So, but yeah, I got to figure that out. Because shipping, if I did it in bulk, I'd be fine. Like, I wouldn't mind doing bulk shipments, but I don't want to send somebody like mailing them freaking 10 shrimp. Really? 2-day for FedEx through eBay? That might be worth doing. I'll have to look into that. Because that I could do. Yeah, anything more than 4 days, I worry about it. Because I know the water, the waste, the stress. I'll need to start picking up some netting. I've got a shit ton of bags. Because from when I was doing local. I mean, I've got the bags. So, I'm all set there. 10 by 8 by 6. I'm going to have to look into that. Maybe I should do that. Again, I've got way too many side hustles. Like, one that me and my buddy started doing was... These are just the demos that we came up with. We started doing hats. So, much like the Lacoste hats, the little tigers... Or, sorry, not the tigers. That's the Tigre. Lacoste is the little alligator, so you can't find a good basic hat for fish. It's all crazy annoying stuff. And on the back we did let me see if I can get that in closer. We named it Tetra Fan, did the little tetra there, got the cardinal tetra on that, so we could have basic fish hats. And we're working on this, but we can't get the cost down enough to where we make a couple bucks. And because nobody's going to buy a $30 hat. And we need to get these down. Oh, I've got guppy grass in with my 20 long of my blue tank. So this tank here that you're seeing is my 75-gallon red cherry shrimp tank. I have a 20 long that's got about 400 blue shrimp in there. And then I've got two 20s with orange and yellows, and my yellow colony is really suffering. Like I said, that Aquahuna order sucked. But yeah, I've got a shit ton of stargrass and guppy grass there. I can pinch that by subwasser tang. Let me pull that camera. You can see the subwasser tang. I'm trying to get it to grow better right now, but I've got it back in this corner with that Java fern. But I've got Christmas moss in all the tanks. Java moss in some of my tanks where I could pinch that stuff off and throw it in there with it. I've got water lettuce growing in all the tanks, which I feed my red-eared slider. And yeah. So I've got plants out the wazoo. In this one I've got a couple swords, couple various grasses, Java ferns, Java moss, Christmas moss, tiger lotus, a different type. I've got dwarf and huge Amazon swords, Anubis, some various crypts. I got a lot of plants and a lot of wood in this tank. And all the tanks, really. Yeah, I need to start diversifying the shrimps and stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, nausas. I don't have any nausas. The Java moss, yeah, super slow growing. It's pretty hardy, long as you don't bork your water conditions. I know my tank looks super cloudy right now. It's because just fed them like crazy, but yeah, it's not bad. Oh, nausea or guppy grass. I didn't know the real name on it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got that. I've got some pink flamingos and some other stuff. I forget what kind of boost it was, but it's a green broadleaf, kind of like a Java fern, but then the underside's purple. It's freaking awesome. I've been trying to diversify my colors because I wind up with a lot of green stuff. You know, that's why I got the tiger lotus, you know, that crazy red purple. I love it. I need to get brighter color things. Because, yeah, my tanks wind up being a lot of green. But, yeah, the nauseous, yeah, the guppy grass does grow fast. And I've got, it's very similar to guppy grass, but grows up crazy is that, oh, what the shit was that stuff called? Stargrass. It's a different type of guppy grass that just... The coals, I just wind up... this sounds mean. My coals, I was storing them in my 10-gallon guppy breeder. I was breeding guppies for my red-eared slider. But my turtle really likes the little shrimp when they start wriggling off. So yeah, I feed the culls to my turtle. So yeah, they wind up going there, and it works really well. The shrimp, if he doesn't get to them, the shrimp usually don't last more than 2 hours because the turtle water is not. I keep it pretty clean, but I mean, it's not the RO remineralized water that I'm doing with all of these guys. So yeah. But yeah, Koopa loves them. He sees one of those take off. He goes after those, but he ignores all the guppies now. So that's why I'm going to get rid of the guppy breeder tank. The guppies are breeding in my turtle tank at this point. So yeah, I'm done breeding guppies and maintaining that tank. Yeah, so... And I want to get one of these cams in with Koopa, but I'm worried about him attacking it. I need to make some kind of shield device that I can put around the camera to put in there with him. Because he's entertaining as hell. Oh, you're so lucky. It's not so much the pH here. The pH is actually pretty good. It's the TDS. Here in Los Angeles, the water that comes out, it's like 800 TDS. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It just kills shrimp. So, but yeah, as long as I dechlorinate it and it comes out good for Koopa, and he likes it, but yeah, just the TDS on the water here in LA sucks. But I mean, it's coming all the way up from the Sierras, open channel, all the way down through Owens Valley, which has been destroyed. Yeah, they gotta do. California really needs to invest heavily into desal plants and refilling at the sources, or at least refilling the dry alkaline lakes so that all that toxic waste isn't blowing up at us and whatnot. Oh yeah, you get back east, northeast, in northern, anywhere where you get more snow. Yeah, it's fantastic. Like all the places up in Washington, you know, Oregon and Washington, their tap water's fantastic. That's where I believe most of the, like Aquahuna's up in Washington. They've got fantastic tap water, and I believe that's where Aquarium Co-op's at also is in Washington. They just get fantastic water, you know, before it gets down here. But yeah, luckily I don't need to invest into an RO system. We've got a pretty state-of-the-art lab at work, so I can refill. I use these 7-gallon Reliance containers, and I refill RO water at work. If you're buying containers, I don't recommend the 7-gallon. They're fantastic because they stack and whatnot, but moving 7 gallons of water sucks. Because I got 4 containers and I'm walking in and out the building carrying frickin' 2 at a time. It sucks. I haven't tried Aquatic Arts yet. I've been thinking about trying them out. So on YouTube, I do a shit ton of. Let me switch view. Oh fuck! I don't have a good way of showing that yet. Let me switch this view a little bit. Long view. Let me see how far I can move this camera. I got it on a boom tripod. I don't know how much further I can move that. Alright, let's see how I do this. Man, I should have put the long cord on this one. I didn't have that very tight. So, on YouTube, I'm doing a shit ton of unboxings and foods. These are the foods I've gone through so far. I've got all the Shrimp King stuff. I've been going through all the Fluval stuff, the shrimp bug bites, shrimp granules, going through and doing comparisons. What started the whole thing was the Shrimp King 5-in-1 sample packet, which is overpriced. You should buy the full versions, but if you want to demo it, the 5-in-1, you get a half ounce of 5 different foods. I went through and did those, and Glass Carton's got new stuff. I'm going through and doing comparisons and videos and breakdowns and hyperlapse, in-tank footage, everything on those, which is what got me started. Oh shit, I just unplugged that camera. Oop, I unplugged that by accident, so that camera's offline right now. But, Aquahuna, I believe they do a lot of their own breeding. I could be wrong on that. And yeah, Aquatic Arts, I really like their videos, and I want to start demoing out their food, which is why I was showing you all the other food. I want to demo out the Aquatic Arts food, which is one I want to start doing next, and there's another brand, Aqueon. Aqueon started doing, you know, it's a cheap PetSmart brand, started doing more shrimp food and pellets and stuff too. Oh, the shrimp dinner, the Glass Carton one, that's fantastic. It's one of the, but it's between, I'd say my best, surprisingly, which you see them going apeshit for right now, are the Hikari sinking wafers. Yeah, these Hikari sinking wafers, this hands down beats everything. Like, they all come out for it. The shrimp dinner too, if you're talking about this Glass Carton one, fantastic. This, the Shrimp King Protein and Shrimp King Complete, I think are the 4 best. That's just my opinion. The Mineral Junkie, the Glass Carton Mineral Junkie, very good, but kind of clouds the water a little bit. So if you do too much, yeah, you'll get a haze in your water for like half a day, and then your TDS will creep up a little bit if you're super on that. Yeah, I believe the algae wafers, because one of the ones I have are the Shrimp King algae pops. They love that. Yay! What's up, Extra Gloves? But yeah, I've got more unboxing videos on all this stuff to shoot, more videos to shoot out and test out with. I haven't tried the Rapashi. I don't like the cost on that, and the gel foods, I'm not sure how it'll do. Oh, sorry, I mentioned the Aqueon foods. The reason I picked up this API copper test kit is one of the guys on Reddit was saying he used one of the Aqueon foods and it killed off all his shrimp. I think he overfed, honestly. He had a small tank, too many shrimp. Small tanks and a lot of shrimp's a bad combination. So he wound up picking up one of these copper tests, did it on that, and, you know, he found that there was a little bit of trace copper in one of the Aqueon foods. So I picked this up, I haven't done the unboxing on this, and I'm going to do a copper test on all the foods. I've got a API, is it API or Tetra? One of the master test kits uses all the same tubes, so I can test a bunch of foods at once when I'm doing it. And I'm, you know, that's just more info. You know, just trying to get that information out there. and see how it goes. So things that you don't see people doing. Also, yeah, there's just a lot of things to try out. Yeah, I really think he was overfeeding, or something else was already wrong. Because, I mean, well, yes, copper is toxic to inverts, snails, shrimps, everything like that. It's got to be a pretty high dosage. I mean, there's going to be copper in everything. So, yes, I really think something else was wrong, but he gave me the idea. I'm like, well, fuck it. I can do a video and test that. Just something interesting to find out and be like, okay, look, yeah, Hikari sinking wafers have a bunch of copper in it, but look at my results. So it's not that. I know if I threw a couple pennies in there, it'd wipe out my entire tank. But, I mean, it's got to be something pretty gnarly. And, I mean, keep in mind, all the RO water, all your city water's coming through copper pipes, too. So something else was wrong. Oh, extra loads? Oh, shit. I couldn't even begin to tell you. So fucking many. And I started with 8 like a year ago. But yeah. Yeah, I've just got a lot of more things I want to do. I just need the time and focus to get it done because I've been pretty off with everything. So, yeah. I need to get back into finishing editing, because I got like 30 videos in the pipe on YouTube and I haven't recorded in months. I just need to get back into the swing, finish my editing, get caught up, and then when I don't have a backlog, it'll make me be more punctual and stay focused. I've just had too many other things going on that just sidetracked me. But I'm going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes, because I just realized I'm about to hit 3 hours of bullshitting. So, yeah, I just need to pick a day of the week, and I'm going to start... I'll keep doing my live streams Monday through Friday during the day. I'm going to add doing moderator duties for Cylon while she's streaming. I'll do like an hour in there just for shits and giggles and to have fun. I'm going to add 1, maybe 2 nights of gaming myself. I'm going to start with Dark Forces, old Star Wars, Duke Nukem Rip 3D, fun shoot 'em up game, and wind up going all through Knights of the Old Republic. I'm going to play a bunch of Star Wars. But as soon as Soul Reaver hits GOG, I might shift gears right away because, man, I can never stop thinking about that game. It was so much fucking fun. I've got all the other games. I'm just waiting for Soul Reaver 1 to hit GOG right now, which is supposed to be soon according to the site. Oh no, they just keep breeding. It all started with... yeah, I started with literally 8 shrimp, and it's just breed. They're like bunnies. Oh, yeah. I should play the OG Duke Nukem, too. Go up there. Shake it, baby. Man, I used to skin the shit out of Doom and everything else. I don't think I have it anymore, but I had skinned it to where it made them look like stormtroopers. I downloaded one that was like, you were running around shooting all the different McDonald's characters, Grimace, Hamburglar, and all that shit. We used to do so many stupid things when, way back then, slow modem, everything else. But, yeah, so I'm going to get back into streaming some old stuff and have fun. Oh, you get over here, Spitter Swan. You can shake it. Come on. But, yeah, I'm going to start shaking things up, do that. Got some other projects I'm going to do. Maybe I'll stream that. And like I said, I got to do that shed, get more stuff out of the garage so I can film projects out here. Once that's done and I got space, do an aquarium build out here and go through it all. But, Yeah, Stormtrooper Cylon, yeah. I made really shitty looking Stormtroopers that I'd shoot up in freaking old Doom skins. It looked shitty, but it was fun. and it'd shoot lightsabers because I couldn't make it wave the lightsaber around, but all the gun blasts I could turn into making it look like it would shoot lightsabers. But yeah, we did a lot of stupid stuff then. Yeah, my focus was different back then. Well, I am going to start wrapping this one up because I need to eat. It's almost 9 here. Still got to do laundry. I got work tomorrow. Blah. Oh, yeah, but spit or swallow, where am I going to shoot it? You got to tell me. I'm waiting. You got to tell me. But, yeah. I don't know, if you guys like this, I can do a bullshit session once in a while too. It don't matter to me. You know, I'll save the bullshitting for when I'm shooting my videos, because when I'm doing my hyperlapse and everything else, I can just do it in the dark. You know, that's the boring part. If I'm streaming me shooting my YouTube videos, a lot of it's in the dark. But, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, alright, we're hitting that 3-hour mark. I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys have something you want to see, you got some suggestions, I've got a suggestion box there. Use it. Nobody's used it. You can hit me on all the social medias, Poser Shrimp Aquarist. And live stream Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, whatever it is. It goes till it goes. Usually till Cylon starts streaming on her nights. So, yes, use the suggestion box. I know you got suggestions. But what else? Yeah. So, I'll update my schedule, pick a night to stream, and yeah, I'll plaster it on Twitter, put it up on my Discord. Yeah, nobody's in my Discord either. I don't know. I have been talking to myself there. It's pretty sad. But, gotta have content, right? So, yeah. But, yeah, alright. I think this is a good place to kill it. Yeah, it definitely, selling shrimp will make more than hats, but it's funny because whenever I wear this, everybody's oogling at it, but we need to get the cost down on the hats. That's the only problem. And again, me and my buddy made them for us more than anything to start, because it's hard to find a good hat. It really is. It's something that you like. Oh, here. Like I was saying, we wanted something simple. One of the local... trying to run in everything. One of the local aquarium shops, this is what happens. You want something simple, and you get this. Just these crazy busy shirts. It's like... Again, I love it, but just give me something simple. Like, yeah. That's why we're going simple, Lacoste style. Just basic logo, keeping it simple. And the hats that they sell are just like that too. It's like, do I really want not just one little fish, but like plastered all across the front, bulky and stupid. I unmuted over there. Let me fix that. Why did that unmute? Boop. There we go. I knocked it loose from my dock. But yeah. Yeah. I'd be fine selling them for $1 a piece. Like I said, all the local shops here do them 3 for $10. Or like 4 or 5 a piece, depending on the shop. Some more than others, but 3 for $10's like the best deal I usually see anywhere. And that's what I got my original bunch for. Did 2 3 for $10s, and then he threw in a couple extra, so I wound up with 8 shrimp. And that's how this started. And then my blues, I did the same thing. I think I just got 6 when I started my blues, and I gotta be pushing 500 in that little 20-gallon. It's ridiculous. I gotta start selling. You know, when I'm working from home Wednesday, maybe I'll start making some calls to shops, be like, hey, I'll send you some videos. Tell me if you're interested. You know, point them in the direction of my YouTube videos or something. The live stream for sure. Be like, hey, come pick them out. But I need to get in there and do some culls. I got some guys with dark tails and things like that. Most of them look really good, but I'm trying to see if I can pinpoint one sitting there. I've had a few with like black tails that I need to get out of there. Yeah. But yeah, I really got to get off my ass and do that. Because, I mean, the conditions in here are so peak, they just won't stop breeding. And I don't look peak right now. But I will catch you guys next time. I am going to wrap this up and go have dinner. Because, yeah, I'm freaking hungry. Don't forget to follow and add me on, you know, Twitter, whatever. So you get alerts, whatever. If you want the alerts, you can check them out. But, alright, I'll catch you guys.